We're opening a free grocery store sponsored by Poly Market, but it was only going to last like a week.
No, that was something that happened. Oh my gosh, that's super. What is that? Water, vegetable juice, fruit juice, 100%. Black tea, green tea, natural flavors, vitamin C. It seems like a much better alternative if you have to drink. I have to drink. I do like V8 and like a Bloody Mary, but no. Oh my gosh, that happened. But it's non-GMO, gluten-free, no artificial colors, no sugar added. I get anxiety, and like it makes me like, I don't know. I have to drink. Damn, they're so good. Having even more anxiety because so I have to be careful. I have to be careful with. It definitely helps. Having even more.
We're opening a free grocery market sponsored by Polymarket. Not really though. I love that intro so much. It's so good. It's so good. How's it going, chat? Today we got some good news. We got some bad news. We got some funny shit as always. But I hope you're doing well. Make sure you hit the like on the video. Leave a comment or a B if you would be so kind. I would much appreciate that on Kick and on our YouTube. Oh shit! You know what? I didn't even post the link in Discord. Discord bros are going to be completely out of the loop. I'll do that right now while I go over the intro. So some good news is that the Lego documentary part 3 is coming out very soon because Reckless Ben has lifted his the restraining order that was preventing him from talking about it and bricks and minifigs and everything like that. So we'll be seeing that very soon. And even better news is he actually has a proper lawyer now because he seemed like he wanted to entertain the idea without actually using a lawyer, like he was using ChatGPT and stuff. And I was like, oh, I don't like the look of this. I don't like the look. And in fact, in one of the cases, I believe that is the one versus the, I want to say Fort Police, Utah. He's actually not represented by anyone, just himself. But in the Utah bricks and minifig cases, he is, which is great news. So let's fucking go. I got some bad news for me. Ah, fuck, my eyes. Oh, well, never mind. The stream's demonetized now because I said a swear in the first 2-3 minutes. There is 2 typhoons, double your pleasure. Anyone feel like some double mint gum? Heading to my location right now. So I'm fucked. In fact, this morning was fucking wild. About 5 a.m., there was like 100 thunder strikes. I'm not even joking, not even exaggerating. Like every other second, there was just a kaboom, kaboom, kaboom. And I was just like, what the hell is going on? And actually, it got so bad that this is the Kyoto Kamogawa River. This is the Duck River. Usually you can walk through this. You can waddle through this. It's actually, it was much worse than this. All of this was underwater. And seeing that all of it was underwater, I decided that I had to go there and find out how cool it was. And you know what's actually really neat is that I found a bunch of cute little salamanders. So if you want to see some cute little salamanders, look at that. I filmed this like 3-4 hours ago. Look at this guy. He's got 4 fingers on his front foot and 5 on his back. It's a giant pepperfish. If you touch them, you're not allowed to, but if you do touch them, they make slime. This guy's really cute. I saw about 12 of these today. And I will be putting together a short video about them, but I'll post that in the Discord, which you can get access to if of course, you are a member on the Discord. But anyway, the reason I mentioned this is not to show off my cute little salamanders. And by the way, this one's about 50 years old and about 1 meter long. They can go to about 2 liters long, about the same size as me. Quite lighter, though, as you know. The reason I mention this is if the internet goes out, it's not my fault, all right? If the internet goes out, it's not my fault, and you can't criticize me for it because I'm literally facing the wrath of 2 typhoon gods, okay? Anyway, That is the preamble. Japanese weather is more exciting. It's pretty cope. No, shut up. You guys don't know what you're talking about. You guys are just listen to me. I understand everything. As we know, streamers and YouTubers are always right. Now, going back a little bit, we had the heel versus babyface drama. Basically, Angry Joe has been simping for Supergirl for some reason. I guess he just loves the corporate dick and that girl boss pussy, to the point where people have started to make fun of him for a bit, saying like, you know what? Maybe just see the movie first. Maybe just take a little look at the movie. See if it's any entertaining. And he's like, no, you chuds. Just because she said that Supergirl likes to scissor on June, the Pride Month, it doesn't mean the movie's going to be shit. Now, as called him out, this is heel versus babyface. Most famous, perhaps, for saying fucking pronouns on a Starfield video, although he was completely justified about this because nobody remembers Seinfeld. Nobody remembers Starfield. Can't fucking say anything today. Sorry, I'm hyped up on seeing some cute little animals. I saw a snake today too. The real autism owls. No, but nobody remembers that game, but everyone remember Az's little Spergout about it. Now he says, my man, you just made a 40-minute video about a single tweet of mine. There, no one was even talking about you. Talk about crashing out this year. And of course, we have, imagine how big of a loser you have to be to make videos about being mad at video games. But Joe's been taking L's all fucking day from basically every corner of the internet. And it got so bad that he was pleading with people to go see the movie. Let's just have a look. Let's just have a look. It's not muted, right?
I am looking forward to it, and I hope it does well. Please go out and support it.
Please.
Please go out and support it. Go out and support your boy, okay? You go out and watch the movie, you're supporting what your boy likes.
So the miffed Mexican, perturbed Pedro, mad Mexican, whatever you want to call him. Actually, tell me your funniest Angry Joe names in the chat. We had that last time as well, but it was still pretty good. Everyone's been shitting on him for this because for some reason he's like, I don't know why he's dressed up as Superman. And I guess he's just addicted to Superman or something. It's very weird, but the squeezing his tits together to try and get you to go see it, that's a very weird thing to do, Joe. I'm not sure that's going to convince people to go. Like, has he got financial investors? Is he getting points off this movie? I don't think so. Why are you just telling the corporate overlords that you want that? Like, why are you helping them out for free? It doesn't make sense. I think even Star Wars Girl has been dunking on him. And Joe's been seething and raging at Nerdrotic, at Heel versus Babyface, at, I guess, Mauler and Disparu and Star Wars Girl. He even said to Star Wars Girl, hey, thanks for your gay advice, Star Wars Girl. My boobs are fine, thank you for noticing. I'd say thank you for the views too, but let's be honest, you're mostly a pick-me girl. The traffic isn't coming from the boys. Keep it up, y'all. Star Wars Girl responding saying that she was, of course, married and has a baby. And, well, this is all what's happening over the last few days. But now Supergirl is actually out. It's been released, so you can go see it. So everyone was watching and everyone was waiting because they knew that the movie was going to be shit. Because you don't actually have to. It's like that old meme, right? Where someone's shitting on your plate and you're like, wait a minute, why are you shitting on my plate? And it's like, how do you know it's shit? It's not out yet. Sometimes you don't need to see the shit to smell the shit, as some people have said. So everyone was waiting with bated breath to see how the movie would be, how it would go. We're going to check it out. It's very funny, actually. It's actually a symphony of errors, and everything goes fucking wrong. And I'll get to the chats in just a second. Don't worry, guys. But this actually began to trend. Angry Joe clashes with Nerdrotic Critical Drinker over Supergirl comments to the point where he had to put out this pinned comment on his video. To all the Nerdrotic fandom menace brigading over here. Like, first of all, if people don't like your review, don't blame it on Nerdrotic. Don't blame it on anyone. Like, just admit you had a bad take. It's fine. We predicted that Supergirl would have problems before its debut. Oh, okay. Tempering their expectations. We predicted it would likely fail at the box office multiple times in our trailer reactions. Well, that sounds great. Go out and see Supergirl, said at the end of one of our videos, in which we all said those things beforehand, because we wanted to see a Lobo film. Okay, it's like, this is the bait. This is the bait for this. Like, there's Lobo. I don't know who the fuck Lobo is. He's like some sort of like Metallica biker guy that's being played by Jason Momoa. I don't know why. It's just like the key jangling. Ding, ling, ling, ling. You want to see Lobo? Go watch the Supergirl film. Why not just make a Lobo film if he's such a cool guy? Also, Kino Gazebo gifted 5 subs. I also said go out and see Superman in 2025, a film so many of you hated with a passion, yet y'all thought it was woke trash. LOL. By the way, that new Superman movie, 2025, was absolute dog shit. It didn't even beat Man of Steel at the box office. And I'm going to say something edgy here, but I actually liked Man of Steel. I have fond memories of seeing that in the theater. It's not a good Superman movie, but it's a fun movie. All right. I like Zod. I like the soundtrack. I like the Hans Zimmer. I like it that they try and convince Superman that he should join them by showing him a pile of skulls of all of his friends. It's like, hey, Kal-El, join us. This is what we're going to do to Earth. And then they drown him in skulls. It's stupid, but I like it. Okay. There's a lot of problems. I'm a Zod supporter. I am. Okay. Zod did nothing wrong. Kneel before Zod. I also said go out and support Black Adam, another bad film, because I wanted Henry to get another shot he deserved. My audience has the context to go out and support a film, means they know our review is always on the way with our brutally honest opinion. By the way, he's so disingenuous in this review. Unlike your grifters, we don't decide a film is worthless or a failure based on LGBT interviews before we see it. It's perfectly fine to go into a film with negative expectations. I went into watching Andor expecting it to be as bad as Kenobi. In fact, I booted up a stream to do a review the moment I finished watching it. And at the end of the Andor thing, I was like, it's not bad, actually. And then I kind of slept on it, and I watched the entire series, and it's actually perhaps one of the best pieces of Star Wars media ever, if I'm being honest. Like, Xander? Andor. Andor is a fantastic show, and you should go watch it. Let me see. Where was I? We don't care if an actress says she could go both ways. Well, the thing is with this is you're an actress, you're going out to promote the movie. It's your job and your incentive, and in some cases, your fiduciary responsibility to based on what sort of kickback you're getting from the theaters on these like tours, to make as many people go see this movie as possible. So going out there and saying dumb shit like that actress from Snow White is against everything that you're doing. It's the stupid, like, all these people need to do is shut up and say, yes, go see the movie. That's basically what they need to do. Suffer, Xander. I'm trying to be professional in this opening, guys. All right, before we get into the Joe slop, where we're actually watching the review. Where was it? The LGBT interview hate, the mocking of Millie's appearance by online weirdos on X. Like, let's be honest. She looks like the fucking Scout from TF2. Fuck all that. Millie was right there too. Why do female-led hero films trigger Christian avatar dads? I don't think they do. Do they? Like when Lara Croft was being played by Angelina Jolie, people were pretty into that, actually. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of really good female-led movies. I'm trying to think if there's a good superhero one. The Wonder Woman movies were pretty bad. Is there any? I'm trying to think. I think there's just a dearth of, like, there's nothing good there. Anyway, yes, the film wasn't as good as we. Oh no, this is where the cope starts. It wasn't as good as we wanted. Well, I guess it must be a little bit good then, right, Joe? That's right. It doesn't justify any of the piece of shit behavior from those who have your attention. Why are there so many caveman thumbnails from Nerdrotic? All right, let me just bring up these thumbnails. Let's see. Nerdrotic. She does kind of have like a Neanderthal. Nerdrotic? Yeah. She does kind of have a Neanderthal appearance, though. That's fair to say. I haven't actually, like, hold on, let me see. I just want to bring it up so the chat knows what we're talking about. Does he actually have one? It doesn't seem like he does. Or maybe it's on like the Friday Night Tights or the Nerdrotic Daily or something. I'm sure it'll come up in the Angry Joe thing. Anyway, and his ilk. Why? On Millie. And why? And then she's the least of the film's problems. We know why. And I'm so fucking glad we didn't turn out like that. And that we don't care to appeal to the lowest common denominator. Cry for us more. It helps engagement. Okay, so he's pulling the engagement bait, which means that Sorry. Look at this thumbnail. This is his thumbnail. Go see Supergirl. It's pretty good actually. His smile and optimism gone. A flawed mess. Oh my goodness. Does this look like a man who enjoys his Supergirl? I ask you. All right, we'll get into it in just a second. Enough preamble. We got Mr. Me with a 10 or 20 bags of coffee. Says, if it moves, it's food. You know, people did eat the giant salamanders. That was a thing they used to do. Bob Tube with the 5 Australian, that's 10 bags of coffee, says, I find it hard to believe the Japanese haven't turned that rare salamander into sushi for the salaryman. They have. They literally did used to eat them. Like I said, they used to be called giant pepperfish. So they come pre-seasoned. And we got Ike with a 500 yen. That's approximately 3 bags of coffee. Glad I'm in Aomori, the Apple Kingdom. These 2 typhoons won't even touch me. Well, you say that, but we'll see about that. You're not safe just yet, my friend. We'll see about that. All right. This brings... Oh, wait. No. Wait. Go back. All right. So this is the Supergirl actress, and this is the scout from TF2. Could tell me that these aren't the same these are the same fucking person. Okay? They're exactly like I'm seeing double 4 Supergirls here. All right. Let's get into the Joe review. Supergirl, it's a flawed mess, an angry movie review. And by the way, this gets great. This just gets great. It's like at the beginning, they're like trying to hype it up, and they're like, yeah, it's good. Like, as it gets worse, it gets worse and worse and worse. I like this guy's comment. Watching a car crash in slow motion. It's not a bad film. Proceeds to explain how bad it is. Well, let us see for ourselves. Why not? Why don't you? All right.
Why did you do that? The whole point of this. Did you miss the whole fucking point?
And I'll be bringing up funny Angry Joe names as we go along. But look at that face. He's not having a good time. It's the felted Francisco.
At the end.
Pissed Pablo.
Okay. Let me say this. There's 2 things I'm getting into.
He got fat. He did get a little bit chunky around the edges.
Okay, as you can tell, I'm getting
enraged. Enrique.
Good.
Mad Manuel. That's a good one. All right. It's the angry movie review.
Adapt this comic.
Heated Jose.
Was it a mistake to
As
adapt
Blessed
this
Alejandro.
For Supergirl? This is one of Supergirl's most peak comics. And in this comic, she's angry, she's rebellious, she's tortured, she doesn't give a fuck, and because of what's happened to her. And over the course of the book, though, she grows, and she's always had a good heart, and she basically always helps people. And by the end of her path, she's on the path to a true hero, despite everything that's gone on.
Sounds like a fun book. Why didn't they make a movie about it?
And and she's a bit messy, and she's a bit rude, and she's got rough edges. Now, is that a story that people wanted to see? That people
I guess so. Tilted Taquito. That's a good one.
instead want to see a smiley, always happy, flying, bright Supergirl flying around with, perfect, well-adjusted, well-mannered, and super cute, and even super sexy. I don't know, but this is one of the best stories. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to come at this review from the angle of you're adapting this story. Is it as good as this? Does it get its point across? And unfortunately...
Now, no cheating, chat. And I've got a poll going. What do you think he's going to review this movie as from 1 to 10? Place your bets in the chat right now. But look at this face. He's like, this is my favorite book. This is my Supergirl Bible. They based the movie on this, so I was obviously hyped. And
as much as it pains me to say, because we want our cousin to succeed, we want the super family to do well. The boys are over there waiting for me to do well. It does not. It is nowhere near as good as this. In fact,
oh, that's not good. But I mean, it's pretty hard to beat a movie. I mean, sorry, the book is always better than the movie, though, right? So I mean, it could still be good. Let's not just pretend that like it's going to be bad.
It fucks up several really important things for the character, in my opinion, and makes them worse. It basically distills this into its most basic components. It's the Cliff Notes version.
So it fucked up. They fucked up everything. Of course it was going to be a fuck up. They gave it to the director of some chick who hasn't done anything. What were you expecting? And nobody cares about Supergirl. It's like she's a side character from Superman. And by the way, like Superman is seen as one of the most boring superheroes. And I know that's like a very brainlet take, because actually the really interesting thing about Superman is how he deals with being like the strongest man in the world, and like the challenges about, you know, the inner struggle of man and what it means to be a human, yada, yada. I know that. But most people don't like Superman in the people that like superheroes because he's just too good. Like, he's too perfect. There's not very much interest there. It's like, oh, Kryptonite, who gives a shit? So you take this character that you've already made multiple films about, and you're like, well, let's make the Supergirl question mark? No. It's not. It was never going to be a good idea. Now, maybe they could have pulled off something like Iron Man, I suppose, because Iron Man was also a fairly unpopular character back before he basically invented the MCU with that first Fantastic movie. But these Pedro names are really make me giggle.
And it's done without the depth. Why? Like, I get that.
Because the directors are shit. Because it was never going to work. Because it was a cash grab. They spent more money on this, like what, in the like tenfold as much money as like the Backrooms, and they're not even going to come close in earning. It was always going to be a disaster. And what's funny, they're going to talk about how this is always going to be a number 2 movie. Great. Your entire movie is always going to be a piece of shit. It's going up versus Toy Story and the Minions. And by the way, like, imagine being beaten by the Minions. I know they're very popular, but like, come on now. It's like, oh, there's a Minions movie coming out. I guess we got to wait until next. Like, what are you doing here? And apparently Toy Story, what is it? 6, 5? I don't know. Apparently that's pretty shit as well. We got Saint Remigus with a 5 Canadian. That's 10 bags of coffee. Says, there's a comic book of Batman and Robin being gay. Do you think Joe would want that to be a movie? I think that he'd want that to be his personal movie, yes.
We have a restriction of, 2 hours. This is one of the shortest DCU movies.
Minions is one of the most popular things ever. I understand that, but like, do people actually just go to the movies and see the Minions? I know there was an entire meme about doing this, like dressed up in suits, like the Gentle Minions or whatever. But like, I always thought it was just ironic. Like, are people really like down bad for these fucking Minions, apart from like Facebook grandmas?
But I still think it could have been done better. Now, does that mean Supergirl is a fucking bad film and it's awful? No.
All right, so he says that Supergirl is not a bad film. Let's keep a pin in this.
It doesn't. It's not a bad film, but
I wanted to love it,
and instead I liked it, and there's parts of it that I liked.
All right, okay. So he just liked it. He didn't love it. Oh, that's okay. I guess he proved the haters wrong. Let's see how this goes.
There's parts of it that I didn't like, and there's parts of it that I fucking hated. And I got to bring it to you real. And there's stuff surrounding this film. Like, if you want me to talk about, there's a certain group of people on YouTube that makes a big deal about interviews and what Millie said about Christian dads making fun of her.
So he's talking about Nerdrotic and Az and Critical Drinker. Basically anyone that's like a culture critique person.
Throwing pictures up and calling her ugly and comparing her to caveman and then what?
There you go. There's the picture. I couldn't find it earlier. I want Chaka Supergirl. Ethan Van Sciver can drink. What the fuck? Why is Ethan Van Sciver catching strays on this video? Like, I know he deserves to catch strays, and he's large enough that he catches a lot of strays on the daily just being in the venue. Like, somebody told me that like he made an AI video of him kissing Supergirl or something. Is that true? But then he deleted it out of shame. He is the throat goat. That is true. This looks like a female predator. From the movies Predator, not like the predators that stalk children.
She said to a gay interviewer on Pride Month, all that shit, that's for the culture wars, that's for them. And I point out how stupid it is, and that's not a...
I mean, she does look like, she looks like the scout from TF2. That's the only way to describe it. Like, if you just give her a little hat, like give her a little hat, and like give her like a gym hat and a gym microphone, and you'll have a perfect one. She's an Aussie. Doesn't surprise me. But I've always made my distaste of Australian women known from day one. Trent Johnson says he proved the Chuds wrong. He's only ticked off Taco. It's Friday, chat, which means only 8 hours until the weekend. Oh my goodness, the weekend. By the way, we're going to have some bad news for the quartering today. We'll get into the quartering segment after this. And, oh no, there's some bads. It's not going well for old Jeremy.
Part of the box office, success. I had predicted that the Supergirl film was really, not a popular character. I mean, Superman's popular, I got to admit, waning. did about the same as the previous film, Man of Steel?
It didn't. Man of Steel did better. I believe adjusted for inflation at least, which is pretty bad because everyone kind of really hates Man of Steel except for me for some reason.
And I just knew that because Supergirl sells a fourth of the comics that Superman does, and if the females don't show up in the Barbie numbers, it's probably going to not do as well as Superman. So
here's the thing: nobody hates, like, the only people that understand women is other women, and women hate each other. So women now aren't going to show up for a woman's film. They only really showed up for Barbie because it was like a meme thing.
Everybody thought that it was going to be box office, double Superman's number. That was never happening. But to me, none of that matters because if you have a good film, like Masters of the Universe was a great fucking film.
I never saw it, but apparently there was a lot of divided opinions on Master of the Universe. What do you guys think? Is it a 1 or like, if you liked Master of the Universe, press 1. If you didn't, press 2. I've heard that some people like it and others don't. And oh my goodness, what a vague statement. But you know what I mean? Like in the whole sphere of people that review movies.
And unfortunately, it bombed really bad, really heavily. And I hope we see a sequel. But
F&T was divided on it? Okay.
Is Supergirl a good film? And I've got a lot to say on it. But real quickly, Lobo steals the show every scene he's in. I fucking love Jason Momoa. I think Millie Alcock was great. She has these moments of reflection where she's acting and you really feel.
All right, so this is Lobo. He's like got a rocket motorcycle or something. I don't know who this character is. It looks pretty cool, I guess. Maybe make a movie about him instead. Especially if you've got Jason Momoa attached to it, it's probably going to make $1 billion. Unlike Supergirl, which isn't.
You really feel for her, and so I thought she was good. That was also a good part of the film. I loved that it still has the heart. It's not a bad film, but it's not that.
All right. Wait. It's not a bad film, but wait. What's he say?
Bad. That it still has the heart. It's not a bad film, but it's not that bad.
Oh, we're only 4 minutes in. He's already beginning to slip. It's not a bad film. It's not that bad. What do you mean? What is it? A 6, a 7, 6, 7? Like, what do you mean? Like, if I'm thinking like a bad, like semi-good film or whatever, like, like it's like you don't appreciate it that much, but it had some moments. I'd say maybe a 6 or a 7. Unironically, it's like, all right, well, because my standard is 10 is perfect, 0 is worthless, 5 is like it's a neutral, right? That's how I rate things. So like 5 is like, well, I could sit around or I could watch a movie. So it has to be at least a 6 for me to say it's like, well, it had some merits.
But it has weaknesses in very important parts. And I loved all the alien designs, give it that. But and the galaxy spanning nature of it, but there are a lot of things that I didn't.
Does this look like a Superman movie though? Like she's in a fucking trailer or something? I mean, maybe this is just how Supergirl always was.
So let's hear from the boys first before I get into all that. What did you guys think of Supergirl?
They look depressed as fuck. Joe is an illegal alien himself, so he I guess he relates to it, right?
Girl is what it's
As
called.
I stated before, this movie is better than the first one.
Hey!
So there's that.
The first Supergirl.
That's like a
Wow.
5% approval rating or something like that.
It's one of the worst.
So it's better than one of the worst rated movies on, what is this, IMDb? No, it's not, is it? It's Rotten Tomatoes. What am I thinking, right? The tomato meter's at 19. The popcorn meter's at 26. That's all. That's pretty bad.
Superhero movies
She's
ever.
fighting a fucking witch.
It's over a boy or over
I think I was like an or. I should
like for a boyfriend, which one the boyfriend? I have no idea. It's Catwoman levels of bad. I don't know which one's worse.
This is not Catwoman.
It made $14 million total at the box office. So yes, Joe, it is the best Supergirl film that there's been.
We got a 14 Wait, what is this? South African rupees? Kangaroo Jack is the single greatest movie ever. Ooh woo. It is not. I'll never get over how I was lied to about Kangaroo Jack. I thought I was going into a movie with a rapping kangaroo. The kangaroo's barely fucking in that movie. That's one of perhaps the biggest disappointments of my childhood.
But unfortunately, I feel like this did miss the mark. Millie did a fine job. Jason, great fucking shit. He did great as Lobo whenever he was there. But
he is Lobo. Joe, the way Lobo talks in the comic is exactly
that's
like
his
that.
mannerisms and everything. It's fucking great. I love watching that. But unfortunately, I hated a lot of these things. The villain was so fucking weak, not very memorable. I honestly didn't care about. I forgot who the fuck was it.
Creme of Yellow Hills.
They don't even know who the bad guy is. What is he eating cereal here? What the fuck is going on?
Stone, whatever the fuck. I hated the decisions of Ruth. Ruth was an annoying character. I haven't read the comic or anything. I kind of wish that she was a little bit older.
I value your opinion since you haven't read it.
I wish she was a little bit older. Maybe train her with the sword. That way she could maybe take on some of help out. But this is just like, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. It got fucking annoying. I was very annoyed with her, like just being on the screen because like
they're just annoyed with the character. It's just like watching paint dry. This is the worst movie ever. Just admit it, guys.
Really didn't do much. She was just there like, oh well, now Millie has to go save her. Save her again. She did a dumb decision. And I don't mind the way she's portrayed here. Like Wolverine, one of the best. He's like rude and an asshole, but he has a heart of gold.
Right.
And it could be written like that for her as well, but they didn't do it here.
Yeah.
Are you talking about Supergirl herself?
Yeah.
You're right.
She didn't have to be sweet, like you said.
Exactly.
She could have been like a Wolverine, but like they didn't write her.
They actually make that point in the film, but they didn't push it enough.
Yeah.
He's foaming at the mouth. Like, you guys can't see it as well as I can, but there's like spittle coming out of his beard. And he's got like rosacea or something. Is he just like sitting in his back room drinking all day? Supergirl. What's going on here? I mean, I guess he is being angry. He's living up to the name. He really is miffed today.
You don't feel it come across.
That's my next
point.
You
still feel that she's kind of still broken, but at the end of this, it's like,
she's broken.
That's who Supergirl is. Here, it's like, well, okay, that's good, I guess.
Yeah, that's my next point. Like, also, like her, like, yeah, we get some glimpses of what happened, but it didn't really resonate, like, for her to be such a sad person. It's like, I guess they should have done something more to make it more emotional. But her backstory was kind of like very shallow. Like, I didn't really get a lot of feelings from that. And again, like you said, it's in the comic book, but that's what they chose to do.
Yeah.
They should have made it better. But other than that,
they can't even like Joe's like, you guys are getting fired. He's just like, what did you fucking say about this movie? I told you to say something nice with some criticism. They're like, Joe, don't fire us, Joe. Don't send us back over the border, Joe. We like America, Joe.
I know, that's what I'm saying. What do you think?
He's gonna deport them, yeah.
It's fine.
It's fine. When a man says it's fine, it means he's just looking for a reason not to off himself.
That sucks.
How was your day today? It's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, doesn't mean the movie sucks.
I wanted to enjoy, like,
all right, it doesn't mean the movie sucks. Let's remember that, okay?
Had some good parts where like I guess when her and Lobo kind of team up, but other than that, meh.
Yeah, I think that if you're here or you're anywhere on the internet looking for whether you should see this movie, I in no way can recommend that you see this movie.
No, there is no way that the little Joes can. He's just looking at them with such hate, such revile. Look at he's like imagining them blowing up in his mind, like there's like little lasers come out of his eyes, and he's just like, boop. There is no way they can recommend this movie. And this guy's doing the face, the face. It's over. It's so over.
It is at best aggressively mediocre.
It's aggressively mediocre.
With you guys that I think that Millie did a good job as Supergirl. You can see the emotion. I just didn't care because they did such a bad job setting up her backstory. The emotion that you do feel in this movie is,
in fact, it's Jova, indeed.
It is emotional manipulation in like the lowest possible level, where they shoot a dog and it's slowly poisoned, and it's just like they do these things in like this ham-fisted kind of way, and it makes sense because this woman who wrote this movie has never written anything else before, and so she's a first-time writer. And so,
Alex, I'm worried. You know what she's doing? She's writing Wonder Woman.
Oh, great. Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen. After Clayface, I don't know if DCU is going to continue on after all these things.
But Clayface looks kind of interesting, honestly. Like, it looks like it's like a psychological body horror sort of thing. That might be good. Like, because you'd be surprised. Like, the idea that you can't make a fantastic property out of like a side character is just not true. Like the Penguin, for example. The Penguin is perhaps one of the best like superhero adjacent movies I've ever seen. Not movies, but series I've ever seen. That is a fantastic mafia crime family story. And Colin Farrell's performance in that is absolutely top tier. It's like, you wouldn't think that a side character, the Penguin from a Batman movie, that even there's like a side Batman character too, because like it's a side Batman movie because it's like the Robert Pattinson Batman. That is if you have not seen the Penguin, check that out. So you can make these like lousy characters into good movies. But the problem is, if you start with a shit director and a shit story, it's going to be shit. They apparently, according to Joe, this Supergirl book is really good. Yeah, it's like a Batman themed Sopranos. It's fantastic. Apparently, they just threw all this out the window, hired some nobody because her only criteria, or I guess qualifications for doing this movie, is that she didn't have a dick, which is never a good move. Like, you should always hire people based off their merit rather than their genitalia.
The comic is beautiful and it is bright, and this movie is tan and gray and ugly.
It's tan. It's gray. It's ugly.
Patience sucks, and so it's like there's no brightness or colorfulness. There's no, even that they're trying to emulate. I know it's not James Gunn and he's only in charge, but they're trying to emulate it clearly. They've got the headphones and they're playing music.
By the way, James Gunn is not a good director. Let's stop pretending he's good. Everything he's doing recently is flopping. Oh, you can't. What is it? I can't remember the fucking phrase. They've undone the gun. It's something like that.
The music doesn't line up with any of the scenes. There's not a single time where I was like, yeah, this is really cool. It was kind of sappy trash. I didn't
wait. Manny Kantan says for 2,000 kicks, James Gunn's dog is being abused. We need to take it away and rescue it from James Gunn. Then he can use the dog. Then he can't use the dog as a prop. Is it his dog? Is he actually like putting his dog into the movie? Is that what I'm hearing? They've jumped the gun, maybe.
The action scenes were all that compelling. There's a couple scenes where it's like, oh, that's kind of cool. There's some really cool stuff there. No, it was a lot of like, oh, it's real dusty. You don't get to see anything. We're doing quick cuts, or we're focused on someone who's cowering in a corner.
Apparently, this is too low. It's a maximum. I can probably boost it. Wait, how's the audio on this clip, chat? Do I need to make it a bit larger?
We're supposed to know.
I actually installed the mod, so I can actually do it. I put it 20% higher.
Know that cool stuff is happening off screen, and it's not my fault that you got budget constraints.
Wait, do you mean my audio is fine like Supergirl's? It's fine, or it's actually fine?
Yeah.
And so it's like the depiction of so much in this movie is just subpar. Lobo is great. He's in the movie for like 5 minutes, maybe a little bit more, but it's not enough. You can't carry the film as a cameo. And so we're
like, this is all they deserve, though. 5 minutes of key jangling is all they fucking deserve, because every time they do it, people like clap like fucking seals. Like in the Kenobi show, oh no, Hayden Christensen showed up, and that's all they deserve. Stop giving these people money if you really think it's bad.
Ruthie, like you mentioned, she is fucking annoying.
Yeah, exactly. Suffocate shit, fans.
And I get it. She's a kid, and she's supposed to be brash and like want to throw herself at these things. It's not. I needed something else on screen other than to be annoyed with everything that's happening on screen. The villain is terrible. He is just one note, bad for bad sake, cartoon villain. And like, I mean, cartoon in the worst possible way, where he's just so unspeakably evil. I mean, the stuff that he's doing and all these other things. And so if I don't like the action, and the story.
Joe just isn't listening. He's like, the thing is, you're watching him cope in real. Like, this is actually a textbook case of watching cope in real life, because he starts off by saying, "It's like I liked it, but I didn't love it," and it's like it could be worse. There were parts I liked, there's parts I hated. He's going to go through the stages of denial throughout this video, and towards the end, his real emotions start to come out.
On paper should at least be really good. Everyone loves the True Grit formula. We know it works.
Yeah.
I don't think they followed it. This is one of the worst versions of the True Grit story I think I've ever seen. And
one of the worst versions of a True Grit story they've ever seen.
It's got a high floor, so I don't think this movie is terrible by any means. It's just, I don't think it can be anything above average or mediocre. And I honestly, there's times when I was watching this movie that I had feelings that it was lower than that. And if it's something feels that way, going to the movie, we went to the movies the other day, we saw this family show up with like 10 people, and they dropped like $300 to see Toy Story. Remember, you there in front of you, bought all these things. It's crazy. I cannot say go to the movies with your family and go see this over Toy Story, or go see this over Minions next week. It's just like,
no, Toy Story is a better film.
I just cannot tell people that, like, it's like, are you such a fan of Supergirl, then you don't care what I think?
Have you seen Toy Story yet? Okay, go see Supergirl. This is just peak consumer. Like, I don't just go to the movie. It's Toy Story. Oh, come on now. I don't just go to the movie because I've got nothing else to fucking do, so I can just sit there and eat popcorn. The only thing that's going to get me out of my house is either typhoons, apparently, which is like the reverse time I shouldn't be leaving my house, or like something that I'm like, I have to see it, Like, I had to see the Dune movie. Very cautiously optimistic for Dune Part 3, although I didn't like the end of Dune Part 2. and I didn't care for Emperor Cowbell very much.
See it anyway.
And now I can't tell you because I'm a fan of this comic, and Can you buy the comic? Go buy this comic.
It looks like he's got tier lines running. Like you can see. Can you see this? Can you guys see? Can anyone else see this? Let's open up the crime lab real quick, which is where Joe belongs. Is this actually? Wait, hold on a second. My computer's being slow. Is this actually like a tear went down his cheek? What is this? There's like a tear line right here. I'm not making this up. You guys can see it too, right? Can anyone else see this? Is he actually shedding a tear? Like it's there, right? Like it's not just me, surely. Overwhelmed Orlando, yeah. It's a vein. He's shredded. Okay.
It's free online.
Instead,
I think through Libby and some other places.
Have you read this one?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
I did later on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as you were saying,
now you need to read it.
the first battle we see, it was fucking dark. You couldn't even see anything that was going on whenever she was fighting.
This is very dark, very muddy. People have compared it to Thor: Dark World, and I kind of agree with that.
It's like watching mud. I can't wait to go see this. Congratulations.
It's on that. It's just, yeah.
Holy shit. This is
that
bad.
all said, I was actually enjoying it, and for what it
Wait, I was actually enjoying it. That's not a good statement, Joe. Are you enjoying it or not?
was. You know what I mean? I had lower expectations for this. Listen, I love Superman. Superman is where I'm going to give you tough love. And when I first reviewed Superman, because it was such a different Superman, it was Superman for a different generation, and it's like a different take on it. I didn't like it as much.
That's a fun way of saying it's bad. It's just for a different generation. As if there are movies and stories that aren't just beloved by every single generation. That's the thing. If it's a good story, then it resonates throughout the ages. How many years has Tolkien been dead? They're still reading The Hobbit to children. Because it's a good story. I mean, it has its issues, but.
And then upon rewatching it, I saw the heart of the film and the smiles and that family connection at the end, and it just worked for me. And even the punk rock music that I didn't like ended up working by the end, and it just clicked. And it had a message, it had a style to it, and it was unabashed. And this one, I feel, is so watered down, so mediocre, so generic that
mediocre, generic, 5 out of 10.
Like upon repeat viewings, it probably wouldn't go up; it would go down.
No, he's so close. He's like, I think if I watch it again, my review would get worse. Why? Because you could think about it more. Now, I used to be in education, which is surprising because I can barely speak the English language myself. However, there's something interesting when you learn about education, and that is the different point of views and perspectives that different age groups have. Like, for instance, the reason that kids like to watch the same movie over and over and over again, like they want to watch fucking Frozen 5 times in a row, is because their brains can't comprehend everything that happens in the movie in one sitting. So when they watch a movie again, they do notice new things and all these different things that weren't there before. Or they just didn't have enough time to commit to memory. So it's like a new experience every single time. And this is what Joe is experiencing right now. He doesn't have the mental capacity to see all of the bad slop pieces in this movie. So the first viewing, 2 hours after it, he's like, yeah, it's I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it, at least. It's like, but if I watch it again and I actually pay attention, I'm going to find a lot of errors. Yes, he's child-brained, unfortunately.
It pisses me off the more I think about. And so, like I was saying, hey, it's not that bad. It's, I'm entertained. The action's actually, there's more action in it than Superman. And
is that a good thing, though? Like mindless action?
Okay, let's go. And I like Supergirl and I like Million. And I was prepared for the annoyance of Ruthie. That's the way she is in the comic. And, she's trying to get stuff done. And honestly, I thought she did an all right job. Yeah, the way she talks is annoying, but that's kind of her thing. I
mean, she's a woman, so.
The way it's like super proper because they're part of like some kind of, upper class kind of thing, or he's a metallurgy guy. I don't know. But, I feel like it could have been done a lot better, and it deserved to have been done a lot better. I guess I did. I don't know why I didn't consider.
Why does he keep holding up this book? He's like, I trusted you. like, oh, the book was great, so the movie must be good too. No, it doesn't work like that. There are so many examples of shit adaptations. Wheel of Time is a fantastic example of that.
Hey, if you're using this as a template, they could fuck it up. They could fuck it up real bad. And what I was saying is I enjoyed it up until, wait a minute, what are you doing? Why did you do that? The whole point of this. Did you miss the whole fucking point? At the end, okay, let me say this. There's two things. I'm getting into my hate.
How do you guys keep coming up with Grumpy Gutierrez? How do you get, like, we've been going for 45 minutes and I'm still seeing new versions of his name. This is perhaps the most legs on a meme I've ever seen before. People just keep coming up with one.
As you can tell, I'm getting the hate. The angry hate. Good. Good. The voice. Stop influencing me. No, please stop. I want to love it. No. The needle drop song at the end. The worst needle drop I have ever been subjected to. I fucking hated it. It ruined it. I was hard to enjoy. Otherwise, a visually impressive, cool slow-mo where Supergirl, in her moment of triumph, is fucking destroying tanks.
How's it going, Sean? Hope you're doing well in Florida. A lot of typhoons down there as well. I guess you guys call them hurricanes. Wait, no, they're typhoons. Wait, isn't it typhoon / cyclone in the northern hemisphere and a hurricane in the bottom hemisphere?
And motorcycles and kicking ass, and that fucking song ruined that great action sequence for me. But that's not even, that's just a stylistic choice, and I don't like it. I'll fuck that, right? But what's worse is at the end of the film, the decision she makes, Joe, the decision she makes. And the comic has this very, very...
Wait, is there multiple Joes on this show?
Clever twist at the end with regards to crypto and with regards to the message of the film and this journey that she and Ruthie went this whole time. They fucked that up, and they made it worse. And it reminds me of, God, what's that film? Is that A24? That
Irate Ignacio. That's pretty good too.
They remade it's either a Finnish film. Oh no, why am I going to make a reference?
McAvoy
yes,
yes,
James McAvoy. They remade this film and they made it worse. They Americanized it, and it's like they fucking missed the whole.
You know what the worst? Perhaps the worst example of Americanizing anything in a movie is one of my favorite horror movies, The Descent, which is actually, The Descent is a fantastic example because that movie basically is all women. There are some men at the beginning of it, but essentially every character in that movie, apart from the husband that gets fridged at the beginning, is a female. And The Descent is perhaps one of the most perfect movies I've ever seen. It is so good. It is so scary. And it's just fucking right. Okay. There's just, everything's great about it. Devastated Diego. That's a good one. But if you've seen The Descent, there's two versions of it. There's the American version, and then there's the UK version, which is the true version. The American version cuts off the last 30 seconds, and it completely changes the ending because they wanted to have like a happy ending for the Americans. It is one of the worst butcher jobs I've ever, like, they can't be doing it like that. Although apparently The Descent 2 is pretty shit too, so I don't know. I haven't seen it. I heard that Descent 2 was like dog shit. I didn't watch it, but go watch The Descent if you haven't seen it. Manuel Labor, very good.
Point of the ending, and so that kind of thing.
Speak no evil.
Yes, speak no evil. There's two versions of it. Only watch the original because the new version, I don't know if it was A24 or Blumhouse.
I think I've seen this one before. We're getting doubles now.
Completely different ending, and they missed the whole point of it. And that's what this film does. It has a different ending, and it misses the whole point of the comic. Then why did you adapt this? Why didn't you come up with your own story? I almost would rather, see what you would have come up with your own story if you were going to adapt this or miss.
Because this is what they always do. They just take whatever they want out of these stories and pretend to, and it's the story so they can cash in on it, right?
Point of that, and I'll talk about that in spoilers.
All right, this is probably the last one that I'll read. Apoplectic Alejandro. That's a very good one, actually. That may be my favorite one tonight.
But
Coping Colors is pretty good too. It's simple.
Yeah, and as if I'm getting in the hate again.
Get louder.
These motherfuckers. They said, "Oh, you didn't like the fact that Superman was sent to conquer the Earth. You didn't like the Kryptonian parents doing the bullshit. You didn't like that, Joe?" I said, "No, sir, I didn't like it." Well, fuck you.
All right,
they said, "Fuck
Jose.
you" in particular. Joe sitting in that theater seat. I was like, You motherfuckers. There's a scene in the goddamn. I'm getting in the spoiler. I probably shouldn't get into spoilers.
Yeah.
That is a very Australian face, though.
It was a throwaway line that didn't need to be there. In fact, it makes no goddamn sense. But it's like, almost like they threw it in there to piss off people that didn't like the whole Kryptonians are evil angle that they did. And by the way, Kryptonians are not evil. So I
don't know. I kind of like the evil Kryptonians. But then again, I am a Zod apologist.
We'll talk about it in the spoilers.
You want to just rate it now so we can unleash?
Man, you don't want me to rate it right now. You don't want me to rate it right now, but we have to.
What else do you want to talk about? It's like without going into.
All right, let's try to go back into some good parts. Let's say the good parts.
We already talked about the good parts.
I didn't really like a lot of the musical choices in the film. I mean, I can see how it might appeal to a female demographic, maybe a little more. Some of the music.
What do you mean by that? The movie, the video, the audio in the movie is pretty shit. The songs are pretty shit. I guess it would appeal to females. Those pea brains. What does Joe mean by this? This is very progressive of you, Joe.
Choices here, but I didn't like them. Did you like the music, Alex? Joe? I didn't like the music.
They didn't like anything about this movie.
I think it lacked a comedy as well. I didn't really laugh. Except
it's not funny. The quips weren't there.
I wish I was laughing out
loud.
Yeah,
me too.
So that just happened.
What made me laugh the most?
That's the only time. But unfortunately,
so we didn't like the way it looked.
Didn't like that.
We didn't like the way it sounded. Didn't like the fact that you can see the action. Now there was
didn't like the way it looked. Didn't like the way it sounded. Didn't like the story. But I mean, 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10. Well, Solomon the Lich with a 500 ARS. Don't know what that is. The S on what? God, the S on Enajado Ernesto's chest is the Kryptonian sign for simp. I love cape shit, but I'm not a starving dog. Hollywood apparently can't drop the people who made Jordan Peterson into Red Skull and Overlord DVD into a She-Hulk villain. The thing is that like people that like cape shit and Star Wars, the average fan has such low expectations that the theaters know that they can take advantage of them. And that's why you don't get good stuff. That's why we don't get more Andor. That's why we don't get more Penguin. Because if you just make a few episodes of Kenobi where they're like, Darth Vader is lightsaber fighting fucking over a flaming pit, and then he's like grabbing his, you know what I mean. You guys saw Kenobi. Well, I mean, maybe you did. Just go watch my review of Kenobi. It's actually very funny. That's actually kind of where I got the channel started. Oh my goodness, that movie. That some of those episodes are so fucking bad. I don't think we'll ever, like, I'm going to be honest, I don't think we'll ever see something as bad as Kenobi. But people loved Kenobi when it came out. Like, oh my god, it's the best shit I've ever seen. We need more. Give us more. Give us more Mando. Give us Mando. Oh, he's in the fighter jet. He's a bounty hunter and needs room to put bodies in it, but he's in a one-person fighter jet with no toilet that has to go on month-long hyperspace missions. Yeah. They just, the member berries. Goy, no, come on now. Come on now. The simps loved it. They do. And they deserve, they get what they fucking deserve, Sean. You understand?
Camera, it wasn't shaky cam, but it was some of the quick cuts in one of the action scenes.
Kenobi killed my brain with a Russian doll space scene. I'm trying to, what was that one? What was that? What is that part of? I'm trying to remember now. There's so much shit in that movie. Like there's all of the stomach, like that chick gets poked in the stomach like twice and she recovers every time with the lightsabers. That made me pretty upset. I like the adult male bounty hunters unable to catch the baby Leia or whatever she is, just running away. Like, oops, she ran into the tree branch. Bonk. It's so fucking stupid. You know what? I think I remember the part of Kenobi I hate the most. When they've got that laser fence, there's like a laser check border, and they can't just walk around it. You can see on the thing that they could just walk around it, but they have to deactivate it. It's so stupid. Oh my goodness. The more I think about it, the more I'm going to get angry, actually.
It's not to say that I couldn't see the action. I could see the action. And it was less goofy
dark.
sometimes than when they did,
Dark.
Clark running. with his head, a little less goofy than the Flash cinematographer. So I kind of appreciate it. I think I like the action a little more than The Boys, but you know, there was more of it than there was in Superman as well.
The bar one, you didn't really see anything.
Oh, when they're focused on, because they're like, no, the camera's going to focus on Ruthie, and all the action's going to be out of focus in the back, and yeah.
Was disappointed by that as well, unfortunately.
Well,
Brave Little Toaster was pretty cool. Like Brave Little Toaster is like fucking terrifying. Like as a kid, that's a scary movie. I remember being scared of that movie as a child, which maybe I shouldn't admit, but like, ooh, there's some moments in that movie that's a heart wrencher. Like that's like, make sure there's an adult in the room. Jesus. We got Ghost. What? Ghost Rick Alucard with the 5. That's 10 coffees apparently. I love Gundam. But I can admit that 7 out of 10 Gundams are garbage. I don't know why people like Joe feel they have to love everything from their favorite IP. I think it's like a team thing. It's like a team sports thing, I think, for people like Joe. I don't know though. This is actually the first time I've actually watched one of his videos in its entirety. I'm not impressed so far. Like being angry isn't a personality, you know what I mean?
What do you think, score-wise?
Let's go ahead and go into final verdict.
You want me to go first?
Final verdict.
All right, all right, chat. The final verdict. We've got 3 boys here. What are they going to rate it? Surely they'll have some decency and give it a 1 out of 10, since they hated it so much. Let's see.
Joe, you're a Superman fan. This is your cousin, man. Remember, this is your cousin.
I brought my shirt.
Hey, come on, man.
What is this emoji? This is the first time I've seen it. Is this guy actually doing 7? He's just doing double jerks. What are you talking about? It's not a 6-7.
Double jerk.
We're Hispanic. We got to support our.
I understand that.
Very loyal. We're very loyal.
Yeah. What did you think of? What was that movie we saw? The Curse.
No.
What?
The Curse of La Llorona.
Oh, that's right. When my cousin was in that film and I gave it like a 3 or a 4. Hey man, I tell it like it is.
No, for real though.
I'm just being
for real, they're like there's good points that I did like. Or like she did a good job. Lobo, great job. Villain, didn't like. Ruth was annoying.
Hold on a second. My fan started to erupt.
Emotion wasn't really there.
I'll fix it real quick.
I don't think the chemistry between Ruth and Millie was there. Like it lacked. It was supposed to be this journey between those two, and they're supposed to grow. I didn't feel that at all.
Yeah.
They dropped the ball on that. It's like I don't really see how she's like, okay, now I'm gonna be a better person. It's like, why? What really did you do? Like,
yes, exactly, because of the fucking ending.
Yeah, like you didn't really do anything. Like, how did Ruth change you? You kind of just neglected Ruth, and she was like passed out.
Yeah.
She was like, I
Hello?
can't hear you. I'm passed out. Whatever. Yeah. I did like some of the action, but
Get to the point.
Towards like the end. But unfortunately, I'm gonna have to go with a 4 on this one.
Oh, a 4. I mean, that seems generous. Okay, so we've got a 4 so far. This boy in the corner here. Look, he looks sad too. He like look at these soy faces. Wait on a second. Look at these faces. He's doing the dog face. You know what I mean? Where it's like, I'm sorry, Joe. It's a 4 from me, buddy. This guy's just like it's the actual it's over face. And then the Joe Soy face. No, you can't say 4.
Yeah, that's exactly where I'm thinking. I mean, if I'm being honest, it's a slightly below average superhero movie.
Oh,
I think
no.
that the main actress did a
Below
good job.
average.
I don't think the material. I think some of the material is strong, but I think they did a really poor job.
They wasted some.
You know, it's like the backstory and the parents and like this whole thing. I think that they could have done such a better job. Like, I wanted to feel the emotion,
Yes.
and then I didn't. I didn't buy any chemistry between the 2 leads. I like the cameo, but it's a cameo, and so like, how many points can I give you for a cameo?
Nothing. Cameos aren't worth shit.
So he's not in there anywhere near long enough for me to be like, oh, it elevated this movie. I think this movie's ugly as shit, and whoever was charge of coloring for this movie sucks. Like, they watch Breaking Bad and they're like, oh, we drove into Mexico, put on the yellow filter, and it's like yellow.
Yeah, I don't care for the yellow filter in Breaking Bad.
Filter or dark brown filter or like the darkest black filter, so you can't see the CG because it's too expensive. And then there are these action sequences where these dudes are hanging from cords, and then there are these women running around the town, and it's just a nonsensical clusterfuck that is. It's not just a bad action scene; it is a horrible action scene. And so, yeah, there's some parts that I like, but then there's some things that just drag this fucking movie down. Ending, music, and so it's like, I can't give it higher than that. And that's just me being honest. And there's none of
It sounds like you should give it a 0 then. It sounds like you didn't like anything about this movie.
And the other things going, it's just like, I just don't think that this is even an average superhero film, and it terrifies me because if this person is doing Wonder Woman,
Yeah.
I'm very, guys. I'm fucking. You know, when we was driving home, it wasn't that bad, Joe. And then we turn, and I'm over here, and now it's making me mad. Now we see these.
Yeah,
things.
this is the stages of grief. The first stage, denial. It's not that bad. I'm just driving. It's not that bad. He at the beginning of this, like not more than 20 minutes ago, Joe was saying, you know what? There are parts I liked, there are parts I didn't like, but it's a good movie. In real time, it's all come crumbling down, Joe.
It's like literally 5 minutes ago. So it's like, you know, people get time to fucking soak it all in, and they fucking go point by point, write all the shit down and all that stuff. But it's hitting me now, man. It's hitting me now.
Wait, go back. Suffer, Joe. That's going to be a sticker, I can imagine. Oh my goodness. It's at this moment he knew he fucked up.
4 out of 10?
Yeah. Which, for us to remind people, 5 is average. 7 is not. It's not 7 like any of those other places. The average movie is a 5, and so I just think it's slightly below average.
2 is a Catwoman.
2 is a Catwoman.
Joe, do you remember the first Supergirl? Can you rate the first Supergirl?
Oh man, this gotta be like
yeah,
2
I need to
as well,
rewatch
2
it.
or
It's
3.
in the 2, 1, 2.
Like the way that I understand this, like this is how I do things. Like I said, 0 is the worst movie ever. 10 is a perfect movie. 5 is like average, and when I say average or just neutral, like I'll be sitting at the couch like doing nothing is equal to 5, because that's not terrible. It's not great, right? It's like you're on the couch, you can't complain too much. So this movie is like these guys have said that this movie is worse than just sitting on the couch and doing nothing. Right? At least I don't have fucking cancer or something, I guess. I'm just sitting here on the couch.
Territory.
It's worse than that.
Territory. I liked one moment where she comes up from the lake and she's doing her graceful flying. That's it. And by the way, that shot is a cardboard cutout when she flies up. Look at it again. It's a cardboard cutout.
Wow, fun movie fact.
Which, by the day, I think they kind of wanted to do that kind of thing in this film, but it's red lasers as she comes out of the lake. I wish I wasn't such a big fan of this. Listen,
Say... The thing is, you have to be inside of his headspace right now. He's thinking like he's been pleading for people to go see this movie. He's been talking that chuds aren't going to win. You guys didn't even judge. You shouldn't judge the movie before seeing it. It's going to be a good movie. Like, please go see it, please. And now he knows that he hates it, and he has to say it. And he knows that the moment he says it, everyone's going to be laughing at him, which is exactly what we're doing right now. And he's just trying to keep like just one more minute, boss. Just give me one more minute.
It is an utter failure if you compare it to this.
Oh,
and I'm on the level of the boys.
Failure.
If you're a fan of the comic, you're coming at it from you're getting hit from both sides. It's like you fucked it up there, and then you fucked it up for all the reasons we just talked about, right? Now, if you've never read this comic, then maybe, you know, you can ignore some of that stuff, and it's slightly better for you. But
Swallowing.
I can't ignore that.
He's like thinking, is like, can I just lie and say this is a 10 out of 10? Grace Randolph does it all the time, and like, why not?
Or the decision she makes at the end, which goes against everything that I think that the super family stands for. And yeah, they're going to judge.
Actually, I'm curious. What did Grace Randolph think about this movie? I haven't seen, like, the chat won't let me play Grace Randolph anymore. But I love that chick. She's great.
And yeah, they're probably going to deal with it in the future, but I don't like it.
Oh. He baited indeed.
It's an average at best.
Wait, Grace hated it? Oh my goodness, Grace bros, let's fucking go.
It's an average at best film.
No,
you know, if you're not tied to the comic, it's like a 5 out of 10. I'm sorry, it's a 5 out of 10.
Joe gave it a 5 out of 10. You could just be sitting on the couch looking at the wall, chilling out, and you'd have a better time.
And trust me, I wanted to come here and I wanted to tell you how great it is. I wanted to tell you, hey, go out and see this. Let's support our cousin. Let's get the suit. It's honestly, it's still a great time to be a Superman fan. We're getting a lot of Superman.
It's a great time to be a Superman fan, guys. We've got 5 out of 10 movies coming out the wazoo. Let's fucking go. Wonder Woman up next, boys. Choo choo. Choo choo. Suffer, Joe.
and
Suffer.
material. Man of Tomorrow's coming
Oh
out,
my goodness.
I think next year. So
The
we
Man
still
of
have,
Tomorrow
the
next
Big Boy
year.
in Blue, and I still do enjoy the Superman film. I've repeat watched it multiple times. Still enjoy
Well, that's
it.
all you really need to hear. If you watch the James Gunn Superman movie more than once, then that's all you really need to know.
I don't think I'm going to repeat watch the Supergirl film quite as much. Yes, it's better than the 19.
Grace wants Chrissy's spot on FNT. I love Grace Randolph. You guys are like, let's go to Grace Randolph real quick, just for like 5 minutes or something. Then we'll go into the quartering stuff. Hold on. She has like, I actually listened to her in a long time. Hold on, Grace Randolph. She's beyond the trailer. Wait, how does she still have under 1 million subscribers? Didn't she have like how much? Wait, how much? She has 38 million views on Alvin and the Chipmunks 2: The Squeakquel. How could she possibly have under 1 million subscribers? It doesn't make sense. Is she wearing a? Oh no! Oh my goodness! Is she wearing a? Wait, hold on. Is this going to load? Come on now. Hey, look, I've got 2 typhoons barreling down on me right now, chat. Okay, you can't complain about my internet.
No.
No, it was working for a second. I blew it. Come on. Great.
No offense to Kara Zor-El, like, do your thing, girl. But I think Clark should ask for the suit back. Seriously, watching this movie, I was like, Clark, go get that suit back. Don't let her wear it. So why would I say such a thing? Well, more than...
All right, who wore it better, Joe or Grace? Who the fuck is this? You don't know about Grace Randolph? The woman who got 38 million views reviewing Alvin and the Chipmunks Part 2: The Squeakquel? She's an absolute legend. I love Grace Randolph. She's perhaps... Oh my goodness, what the fuck is going on with me? She is perhaps the most honest voice in movie reviewers. All right, I think that's enough of Joe. Let's go into the quartering segment. Oh wait, there's a little bit of a segue. So this is a fun little detail that came out. This is Ricada adjacent, right? This is a fun detail that came out, is that during all of this drama and talking about like Angry Joe and everything, Nerdrotic made a statement about Vic Lasagna, the guy that got bent over and reamed by Ty Beard.
What really sucks is that Vic Mignogna could easily save Star Trek getting hired to create a show if his friends didn't lie and betray him. Dark Saber Force for $5. Yeah, I can't get into it. Vic wasn't defended very well.
No, Ty Beard bros, no. We've been in touch. He was going to be in touch. He was the puppet master. They had $300,000. It's so over. It's so over, Vic bros. Nick stole the knives.
We'll just say Vic was, and I think a lot of people were fooled, maybe even me, were fooled into believing that he could get a better defense than he did. Now, I don't know.
I wanted to believe, chat. Like, I really did want to believe that Vic was going to get his justice, his day in court proper, but it never happened. I was arguing with people on my friends list about this shit. I was like, you know what? We're going to find it. I can actually remember the conversation in my head. And they said, someone's like, Vic he's a pedo or something, right? I'm like, no. And we're going to find out in real time because he's taking the defamation court to case. And then I just never followed up the conversation because I got absolutely fucking reamed out by, like everyone else who donated and supported to Vic Mignogna.
Every detail of it. I do know he got screwed over, and
he got screwed.
I went to the Star Trek con with the I Stand with Vic Mignogna shirt, and I, did it proudly.
It's all Aaron's fault. Nick lost the case. It's true. We should have known this was there's another toe responsible for this.
And you know what? Got no shit. Really got no shit. But Vic did not have a good defense. Poor guy.
They couldn't even notarize it correctly. They couldn't notarize it. He ate a jelly bean. He wrote her name on a jelly bean and ate it. They couldn't notarize the fucking court
led
documents.
To believe he would. That's my take on it.
There was a woman with arms like a swastika. You don't understand, chat. This used to be everything.
I think he certainly knows Star Trek better than most. Star Trek Continues is the shit. is absolutely the shit.
Yeah, I haven't seen it myself, but apparently there's like Vic Mignogna did his own Star Trek series, Star Trek Continues, and apparently it's quite good. Like it's like a fan project for the original series.
But it also shows you like how nasty, like this wasn't even Hollywood. This is fucking anime voice actors, and he was the most popular, and that's why they took him. Well, he's the most popular. He was Christian. Maybe he was a really handsy, friendly guy. My experience with him is he's a friendly guy. He's a handsy friend. He's like, he didn't grab my fucking sack or anything, but he like, you know, he'll give you a hug and it's fine. He was a nice guy, but it just sounded like that they didn't like him because he was the most popular. But there are people who know far more about it than me, like Flash would probably know more.
Oh, interesting. Maybe Flash can tell us
than I did. Although
All
I
right,
did listen
so-
to a lot of Nick Rekieta streams, lots of Nick Rekieta. I remember listening to a Vic Mignogna stream on my way to go see a secret screening of The Boys premiere up in the Bay Area.
Where were
I
you?
thought of that.
Where were you when Ty Beard and Nick Rekieta betrayed and destroyed Vic Mignogna's life? Anyway, let's go into the quartering segment. All right, this is what everyone wants, I guess. Hit those Bs, hit those likes. If this stream gets over 200 likes, I'll do another one, and I'll probably do it anyway because I don't know what I would do with my life. But interesting development over on the Rumble as Ice Gun Ninja asked a question. Did he stop uploading his videos to Rumble? Strange. It's weird, Genuine Sunset responds, because the videos are being uploaded to YouTube and Odyssey. Interesting. If you're on Kick, you just post bees chat or like the emojis and stuff. Just spam the chat. You're allowed to do it over there. Interesting. What's going on here? Is Jeremy just a boomer? Now, here's the thing: is that the only thing that makes money on Rumble is these ad reads and I guess live stream viewers. But video views on Rumble seem to be absolutely terrible. Like not even worth your time. I think that Jeremy, realizing that his views are getting no income on Rumble, he's decided it's just not worth it because he's only ever motivated by how much he can financially enrich himself. So this is a bad sign. And some people are suggesting that it might be time for the Rumble exit. And I think it gets worse though. The quartering says no 2 p.m. show today, smiley face. Now, of course, just a second. Now, of course, he's not mad because he's got the smiley face. Now, if you're a connoisseur of these streams, you'll know that the 2 p.m. stream is it's Mel Time. This is when he pays Melanie Mac $500 to say, yeah, I'm Tiger over and over and over, or and never actually push back about any of his insane takes, like putting mentally ill people like Down syndrome babies into zoos. I'm not even joking. This happened on one of the streams. Now, people are asking, is he running out of money? Well, he is selling all of his shit. Is Melanie Mac making the exit? Well, she did just start her own new gaming channel, which is kind of crazy because, Hannah Claire started uploading videos and then a few weeks later she was gone. Maybe Melanie's just going to take a break until the midterms. Maybe that's the way it is. Who knows? But it's a little bit mysterious. He says, we'll be back next week with a very special Tuesday guest. Now, the Tuesday guest, it's Tobuscus, okay? It's Toby Games. Which you're not going to get the views with Toby Games. Like he's funny, he's a funny guy, but it's Tobuscus, okay? It's not like you've got fucking Mr. Beast on there.
Tobuscus will be next Tuesday.
This might be a bit quiet.
He was going to be able to make it today, but he has something going on. It was going to be a tight fit, so we'll do Tuesday.
He's getting bumped. He's getting bumped by video game schizo Twitter person.
Tobuscus will be.
He has to make his life around it. He had no alternative ready. Now we have Don Flurgandy here with a short segment. Don Flurgandy, he does a great show in the evenings. Definitely check him in. He's Channel 404 News with Don Flurgandy. And hey, look, he's going to Uranus and beyond, as he says.
Oh, this would go up by $1 at most.
We have a massage therapist that comes to our house every 2 weeks. Nice.
Huh?
This woman. I used to get massages, but I know I never really got comfortable with them, so my wife gets them still.
I like this song.
He's cut. He's cut. Jeremy Hambly just said he's cut.
Not the discount massages where the masseuse rubs your tits and then you go back for the second helping.
He's got folks.
The massage.
The massage bull? Actually, the massage cow.
That's your clip that you stole? I think I saw it on Twitter, but maybe I did. I don't know.
Oh, because he said it's a female masseuse, right? Are you kidding me, folks? I mean, why are you saying this on the internet, Jer?
Hey,
why?
It's just a fun little story about his wife getting massages when he's not getting any.
Why?
Stealing, yeah. These clips, all the clips belong to me. Okay, if I see it, it's mine, chat. Oh dear. But that's just a fun little one from Don Flogerty. Very good stuff over there. Now, interestingly enough, the Coffee Brand Coffee has had its trademark. Well, they're pending to get it back. It's under application. So you may remember that the brand name, Coffee Brand Coffee, was dead in the water. It seems like Jeremy's trying to get it back. So maybe the coffee brief hasn't ended just yet. We've got a couple of clips over from Hotep here. We got the Quartering claims his coffee will be in Walmart by the end of July. Oh, come on.
Well, I think with that, I mean, if something.
By the way, these Hotep clips are always a little bit quiet, so I did get this just for that.
Something breaks, I'll fire up the live stream again. But I think I'm going to jump off for the day and get working on my Walmart expansion for Coffee Brand Coffee. It should be available at Walmart, I think, by the end of July. No big deal.
It's no big deal. He's just going to figure it all out. It's going to be in every shelf in every Walmart across America by the end of July, okay? He's got 30 days to figure this the fuck out. Now, if it's on Walmart Marketplace, I don't think that fucking counts. But somehow he's just going to get it into the... It's just going to be in the supermarket within 1 month. They've just been doing so well. He looks excited. He's so happy about it. Now, do you think that this will be in the stores, chat, by the end of the month? Press 1 if yes and 2 for no.
Pretty good for some drop ship coffee, huh? So I've got that going on. I've got a lot of paperwork to fill out for that. So I'm going to work on that.
I mean, why can't drop ship coffee be in Walmart? Like, if we're gonna ask the question about this, right? Why not? By the way, I don't believe that he's going to be in Walmart, but we'll see. But also, if you remember, Player One Coffee, is it Player One or Player 2 Coffee? Player One, I think it's Player One Coffee. Player One Coffee, the company that Jeremy is, strangely enough, logging into their Amazon accounts and sending them coffee using different names, obviously defrauding the Amazon customer review system. They went bankrupt a few weeks after getting into the Walmart marketplace. So I'm not sure this is necessarily Player One. It's Player One. I'm not sure this is a good thing, Jeremy. You might be playing with fire here, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm sure it's all going to be top notch. I'm sure all the labels are going to have all the location of the roasters. Everything's going to be just fine. It's all coming together. We have Trent Johnson says, speaking of games, did you ever enter the lottery to get your Steam machine? No, I'm not planning to buy a Steam machine. I did enter 2 lotteries this week though. One of them is is it time, chat, for the train segment? Unironically. No, I'm not talking about Jeremy's wife. Hold on, where is this? Solo. This is since you asked, and the only reason I'm bringing this up. There's like going to be the Japanese bullet train is going to have a new luxury compartment. So this is like the luxury solo room that you can get on the Japanese bullet train. I entered a lottery to get onto this by next month. But I entered it for July 25th. So I could be in this chair by the end of the month, just like Jeremy's coffee could be in the Walmart by the end of the month. I think both of our chances are about as likely as the other. But I mean, looks like it's pretty cool. Like from, I think, September, you can ride this for like $300 or something. It's the Gaijin containment compartment. I guess so. Look, if it exists, we'll go on it. All right. What is this one? All right, the WNBA stuff. Okay, this is just a wild segue.
There's actually no better example of the crabs in a bucket theory than the Women's Basketball Association. Now, I know, hold on. I know you don't watch the WNBA.
Nobody watches WNBA. By the way, like, what the fuck is happening to his eyes? Wait, get this into the crime lab real quick. Zoom and enhance, pinch and zoom. Sorry, I forgot we had ass blasted Alejandro there for a second. That's some wild shit I'm seeing here. Wait, why doesn't it work? What the fuck? Hold on a second. Maybe it's because I've got the whole screen maximized. Let me try this one more time. Are you guys seeing this? What the fuck? Why? Why is it? Okay. Why? What? I don't know. I think the fucking alignment's off or something. I'm trying to show you the dark under circles under his eyes. There it is. Now it's working. I don't know what's going on. The crime rabbits are running on a RAM or something for it. Like, look at this. What's going on here? I've seen some bed dryers in my time, but this is he actually morphing into the quarterling?
Literally nobody does. Until a certain star was born. Her name's Caitlin Clark. I happen to be a Sophie fan myself. I don't know.
So the answer to this is Jeremy watches WNBA. He watches women's basketball. But it's not just that he watches it. He knows all of the details about all of these characters. This is real weird stuff.
Happens every night to Caitlin Clark, by the way. This happens every night.
He watches women's basketball every night.
To Caitlin Clark, by the way. This isn't just like, oh, it happened last night. If you follow Caitlin Clark, which I do passively, mostly so I can see clips of Sophie Cunningham being hot and hilarious.
It's so good. Like, oh, she's so funny and attractive, chat. I like her personality.
Caitlin Clark's skill is undeniable.
AM says the only women's sport worth watching is volleyball. Do you know that Japanese volleyball has had a photography ban because there was too many people bringing like massive telephoto lenses to the volleyball tournament?
But I'm more interested in Sophie Cunningham.
That's true. You can look it up.
Who's also very skilled. He's
just so goon-brained. The only thing he cares about. And he goes on and on about this chick.
But moving forward,
right.
Shit, we're grown women. Stop being so sensitive on both ends.
Well, mine's
I mean,
she's so funny and relatable.
Sophie Cunningham. I mean,
imagine you're Sophie Cunningham. Oh my goodness, the quartering gave me a shout out. Hashtag blessed.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, actually, Ren Fair Creeper's back. Like this is actually the real thing here. Is he can't creep on women in real life now, so he has to go back to creeping on the men only on online. What was this one I clicked on before? It's really fucking weird, man. I know a lot of people who are into sports that play tennis at the same time. I do. And WBA is only a certain type of woman. Okay.
Gotta, by the way, she's also like a black belt in Taekwondo. And
so he just knows everything about this woman. It's actually stalking her.
Oh, we're just, well, let's see what's going on here. Okay, there's Sophie.
We are T-3 days away from another Reddit tier cream pie Twitter feed slip. It's happening again. He's already clicking on the Guna videos. You just know it's going to come up on a stream. That's weird sniff too. Look at him. It's so that's a rapist face. I'm just gonna untie your elf feet there. Look at the fuck. Look at the way I look. Look at this. Look at this man. He's biting his lip. This is deranged. Is it going to work this time? Look at this face. I should have made that the thumbnail. Holy shit. Look, now I don't believe in the Brittany Venti phrenology physiognomy check, but if there is a physiognomy for rapist, I think we just found it. Okay, that's a pretty. I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get those delicious. I'm gonna get your socks, and I'm gonna buy them. I'm gonna buy your shoes off Amazon Marketplace, and I'm gonna use them. That's some real creepy faces. Like, what the fuck?
Shout outs.
Hey, Luther Morgan, we're going to check out your videos in just a second. How's it going? He says Sophie Cunningham has an HRO needs a HRO. She does indeed. You should probably let her know.
Sophie Cunningham. But anyway.
Any hoozle. I think there's one more.
Are you guys kidding me? Saying somebody in chat said Sophie Cunningham's a 5 or a 4. Are you on crack?
What is she, a Supergirl movie? Rating her a 5? That's the only reason I had this clip load up. I'm going to be honest for that joke.
Are you on crack?
Are you?
She's very attractive. We're joking calling her a 4.
You know how stupid I am, chat? I'm a pretty stupid guy. Not quite as stupid as Jeremy. Not quite as stupid as Angry Joe. But I remember when I first moved back to Japan and COVID started and lockdowns were happening and I was lonely. So I loaded up Bumble to try and meet some attractive females. And I matched with some 6.8 baseball player. No, sorry. It was a female softball player from America who was traded to Japan. So she was blonde. She was 6'8" tall. And for some reason, she matched with me. And I was like, here we fucking go. No, it wasn't a male. There was no penis involved, okay? Yes, it's the B app, Bumble. But she was living in Nagoya. And Nagoya is about an hour away from Shiga, where I was at the time. And I was like having a good conversation with her. And I was like, an hour train? Fuck that. I just never got around to messaging. And I was like, no. But that's how much hubris I had. It was the beginning of COVID. So I was like, I think I can get an attractive American blonde softball player a little bit closer than an hour away. I think I'm going to keep playing the odds here. That's one of those things, like, you wake up at night and it's like you're waking up out of a nightmare dream. That's one of those ones. I wonder, that is overly tall. I mean, not if you want to have Amazon children. Like, right? I mean, I'm 6'3", so she would be taller than me. So it would be like that episode of Futurama, I guess. But it wasn't meant to be. That's all right. Anyway.
Right?
Is this Jeremy beating it to this video?
And her personality is like...
What? Thought I was 5'2"? That's not true.
You know.
All right, I've just got fucking copyrighted striked, right? Like I've just been like tricked into getting that. All right. That's enough of that. That's enough of that. By the way, SP Spellers, can we get some rat chat? Can everyone on Kick start posting some fucking rats in the chat? I need to see some rats. I need to see some of those rat emojis. He says, tired of paying full price for your anime-themed tea and coffee? Use code CRIMINAL at Dragon's Treasure. It's so good, it should be illegal. Actual fucking rat. Actual fucking rat. The Sean bros in chat. Sending your disloyal chatters into my audience. But if you do want to buy some tea, use code COPE. You can get 10% off on the dragonstreasure.com. Delicious anime-inspired teas. Get their apple cider tea. It's delicious. The Dragon's Treasure. A haven for anime and tea lovers. Code COPE. I think Sean is now officially selling more tea than me, so I'm like actually fucking destroyed. Like, we had an early advantage. I'll have to make up some... I have some funny ideas to sell more tea by using Simpsons memes. I'm going to just make Sean like the fall guy in all of these Simpsons clips, and it's going to be like he's going to be talking about code COPE. It's going to be great. Once I eventually get to it, it's never going to happen, is it? Anyway, moving on over to Luther Morgan, Luther the writer on YouTube. He's almost at 10,000 subscribers. He just needs another 700 people. Can everyone go subscribe to Luther the writer? Check out his book on Amazon as well, Lolcows, the Never-Ending Internet Tragedy. We have an update on 2 videos, actually. We got a double feature. And by the way, the last time that I saw these 2 gay dads was when Jeremy striked my fucking... Well, my channel went... My video was removed from YouTube We highly suspect Jeremy, and that's what started my Kick channel, which was a blessing in disguise because I think I made more in the first month in Kick than I did in like the first fucking year on YouTube, which is kind of crazy. Like Kick, the support on Kick has been absolutely based thanks to the B-Bros. But the last time we watched this video, we were removed from YouTube. So, I mean, we didn't see Luther Morgan's video on it. We were watching it ourselves. So if you're not subscribed on Kick, you might want to be there just in case this stream goes down too. Who knows? We'll have to see. Thank you, Base Bees in the chat. All right, this first one's called The Quarterings Rumble Grift Part 3, Chicago State Company found, and 1770 coffee and 2 new grifts. The crazy thing about this is the state company actually ponied up and is a real company. Because I was watching this today when I was finding those giant salamanders, which was very fun, which I talked about earlier in the stream. But there's one company in this video where it's just like they're perfectly normal, and they're just like, yeah, we're a real company. Here's our company details. And every other Rumble grift is just like, no, you can't see the coffee factory. We're not doing anything illegal, but you can't see it.
Hey guys, Luther Morgan here.
By the way, Chorgon Stormhammer gifted 2 hypes over on Kick.
And today we're going to be going through some Rumble exclusive grifts.
All right.
And I'll be talking about 2 old grifts, the Chicago State Company and 1775 Coffee, and 2 new grifts, the Dockery Christian Academy and Rumble Wallet.
All right. So now, actually, the thing about Rumble Wallet that because I just assumed Rumble Wallet was a crypto-based wallet, so it's like, oh, I don't know how it works because I know how crypto works. What Luther uncovers here about Rumble Wallet is actually company destroying, or at least Rumble Wallet destroying. Like if you've got money in Rumble One Wallet, get the money out of there immediately. But so we have these companies. We have the state. I kind of already spoiled it, but out of the state company, the coffee company, and the Black Hogwarts Dockery Academy, which of these 3 companies do you think is a real company, and which 2 do you think are grifts? I kind of did spoil it. Try and pretend you didn't know what I said about everything. Which one is the most grifty sounding one?
So the first grift we have here is the Chicago State Company. Now, this is my 3rd video on it, and I think it'll be the last. Because as it turns out, the Chicago State Company actually was responsive to me. And they told me exactly where the state came from. So
wow. Wow. It's like if you've got a real company, you can just say where the state comes from. Oh yeah, here's the slaughterhouse. Here's our number. Here's our procurement number. What? Yeah, of course. What? Okay, it's a weird thing, but here you go. We got nothing to hide. I mean, yeah, we're selling old people's like hospital steaks for like $300 a pound or something, but it's fine. Here it is. It's like, wow. It's just like this amount of like normal response. It's just like, so Luther said, hello, thank you for providing. The ID comes up with Swift Pork Company in Beardstown. Is that correct? Yep. Oh wait, sorry, that's the wrong one. They just give it straight up. Like there's so much fuckery on Rumble that I never thought there would be a single company that was actually like, yeah, we're a real company. But I mean, color me surprised.
They said, yeah, we use Fortune Wisconsin LLC for the shellfish. And then they said, yeah, this is the number that we use for the red meat. Now, if you go say, okay, it's V2411, and then you just type that into the USDA list, and it comes back to Fortune, Wisconsin. So Fortune, Wisconsin, here's the address here. It's like an industrial concern. It's an industrial park. And that name, that's Fortune Fish and Gourmet. And if you look at their website, I mean, it makes a lot of sense. They got shellfish. They have raw premium meat, chicken and poultry. I mean, everything that Chicago State Company has, they have on this website. So This is where Chicago State comes from. It's really anticlimactic. I asked where it came from, and then they just told me where it is. So yeah, this is where it's from.
Little note that said that he's so used to getting stonewalled, he wasn't expecting this. So that's a minute. It's like, okay, all right. So they sell steak at an expensive price, but they're a real company. Wow, mystery solved. All right, moving on. It's that easy to stop people like coming after your company if you just give them the information and just move on.
So how do we know that Chicago State Company is telling the truth? Well, that's why I also contacted the state regulators in Illinois and the FDA, and they did their own whole investigation. And according to the Illinois Department of Public Health, they actually reached out to Skyline Provisions and discovered that Chicago Steak was actually Chicago State Company had no affiliation with Skyline Provisions. And in fact, the company Skyline Provisions, they just failed to update their name in the USDA database. That's how they got brought up. And this Illinois regulator, he contacted Skyline Provisions, he contacted Chicago State Company and talked to the CEO, and then he contacted Fortune International and talked to the chief financial officer, and then confirmed that they do run Chicago Steak. So it's all here. They told us where it was from, and then the Illinois state regulators also investigated. So say what you will about Illinois, it's filled with scumbag politicians. It's super corrupt. The taxes are really high. But as far as regulating their food, they did a thorough investigation, and no further action was needed, as it says right there on the bottom.
Illinois, we register our state companies. Okay, good for them.
So one door closes, another door opens.
All right, now we go into the coffee company. Now, obviously, this is spoiled which of the two is going to be a naughty company. But why is it the coffee companies? Why do these coffee companies think they're so fucking special? You just grind up the brown beans and put in hot water. It's not fucking rocket surgery. I've seen a bunch of these like ASMR coffee videos where it's like they get the fucking little springs and shit, and they're stirring around the espresso machine. It's like, it's just fucking coffee. Just put the hot water in the brown beans.
Let's get on to 1775 coffee. Now, if you're familiar with our Rumble exclusive Grift series, this was a coffee that Jeremy Hambly was shilling, which is very confusing because he has a coffee company. So why would he be shilling a competitor? But 1775 coffee is basically coffee brand coffee.
Look at the mushroom coffee, but isn't that just the most appealing thing?
Coffee on steroids. They're basically just the bigger monster. So I've been trying to get in contact with them to learn where their coffee facility was and learn more about their company. Now, a viewer of the show actually directed me to who owns 1775 coffee. And if we look here on their website, so thank you for that viewer for pointing this out to me. It's actually owned by Yertle Turtle. That's right. It's named after a Dr. Seuss book. So if we type in Yertle Turtle here.
Is it Canary M. Burns? Is that who owns the coffee company?
And you just go 1775, according to the AI, it's owned by them. Now, how can we confirm this? Well, if we also go to Colston Capital, this is actually the company that owns that. And if you see right here in their portfolio, it says 1775.
All right, wait a minute. Wellness Pay, Scriptful, 1775, Holistic Good. I mean, if you just see Holistic Goodness, you know that it's a fucking scam. Zelenko Labs, Positive. Isn't this Positive? Is that the one where it's like the dog food company, or is it like the Positive Bible verses?
Coffee. Now, what's also interesting is
1775. They're all Rumble scams, though, right?
25 Coffee has actually a pending trademark. So unlike Coffee Brand Coffee and unlike Timcast Coffee, they actually have a pending trademark going on right now. And they've...
Cordyceps is actually good for you, but not mixed in with coffee. That's what the cordyceps want you to think. Literally brain-controlling funguses and just like, this is actually good for me, actually. Okay, buddy. I think you're one of them already. The cordyceps are already inside the synapses.
Been dealing with this trademark since we scroll down here, October of 2024.
Nova says that he exposed Field of Greens, like Field of Greens. That was that shitty green water that Nick was drinking, right? I knew that was a scam from fucking day one because it was Rumble, but I mean, good on you for exposing it, but finding a scam on Rumble these days seems like it's a pretty easy profession. But let's just drink this fucking vegetable. No, just fucking eat your vegetables. It's just people can't eat anymore. Just eat your fucking broccoli. It's that easy. Oh, it's good. No, shut up. Stop drinking away your problems. Of course, an alcoholic would try to drink away his dietary issues by drinking some slop green shit.
So it's almost 2 years.
It was dehydrated, rotten food with zero nutrients. That's pretty funny. $60 a jar. I hope that's Rumble is just built on a foundation of scams. It's so funny.
More than a year and a half, they've been working on securing this trademark. So for everybody that thinks, oh, wow, I'll just pick up Coffee Brand Coffee's trademark to felt Jeremy, it's actually a very long legal process to get a trademark.
Get some help, get BetterHelp. I've actually turned down BetterHelp ad reads and things before. I turned down a lot of sponsors, though, to be honest. More so from laziness, not from any sort of ethics. But I did turn down BetterHelp specifically for ethical reasons.
This company has Rumble money. They have institutional investors, whatever the hell it is. It's been going on for over a year and a half. So let's go and review some of my communications with 1775 Coffee. Now, I've been emailing them all the way back in May. And of course, the first couple emails were just like the bog standard AI.
Wait, what's this Sap brand again? I live alone. Fuck, I'm boiling broccoli just for myself. Well, why don't you just buy pre-boiled eggs then? You don't you just buy a head of broccoli, you rip off a couple of the things, and then you throw it in your fry pan or whatever. You don't have to boil broccoli. You can fry pan it, There's a really delicious food over here, Sapporo style soup curry, and they'd char grill or flame grill. I don't know. It's brown when it comes out. They grill the broccoli. It's delicious.
bullshit emails. So you email them and literally a minute later you get a response. It's AI. So, you email them 1 minute later, they send you the AI response. So I keep following up. So here's June 6th, didn't receive a response. And then here's
how do you scramble pre-boiled eggs? Well, you buy pre-scrambled eggs, obviously.
June 21st. Now, my email on June 21st didn't receive a AI response. So what I did was I actually forwarded my email chain to Colston Capital. And then the very next morning, I got a response from 1775 Coffee. Maybe a coincidence, I don't know. And then they advised, hey, Luther, thanks for following up on this. All of our coffee is proudly roasted right here in the USA. We work closely with our expert roasting partners to make sure everything, yada, yada. And then, I responded with, well, I know it's roasted in the USA, but like where in the USA? Like where's the production facility? And then they gave me this bullshit response that really kind of made me mad, where they said, hey, for privacy and security reasons, we don't publicize the exact address of our main roasting and fulfillment facility.
Like, do they actually think that people are going to show up with guns? Give us the cordyceps coffee. No, we're a free speech coffee company. They're out to get us. Come on now. It's because it's a scam. It's because it's embarrassing. It's because they're getting their fucking beans from Mexico or something. Being ground by Ethan Ralph.
However, I can tell you that it is located right here in the United States. So this is straight up bullshit. They're using the privacy. They're using we can remain anonymous because we've decided that we can be anonymous. It's like, well, you're a food producer. You don't have
they can't just do that, right? Like, surely there is it's a legal requirement for allergens in particular.
Privilege. So this is the email that I sent, literally today, and we'll see if I receive a response.
It would be funny if it's also Mill Creek. Everything goes back to the gay beans. That's the funniest thing ever. We're not even to the two gay dad segment, but it all goes back to the gay beans.
Hello. I think all consumers have a right to know where their food is coming from. And now that I'm talking to a real person, I figured it's, now it's time to go through the effort post. As a food manufacturer, 1775 Coffee does not have the privilege of remaining anonymous. I'm very concerned about why you would want to keep this a secret. And yeah, why would you want to keep this a secret? And it's because it's embarrassing wherever the coffee actually comes from. It's either
there's a 2-day, unironically there is a 2 gay dad segment, and I've actually talked about this before. Not that Luther would know about it because that video was deleted from the internet when I was flagged down last time I talked about this video in particular.
Illegal, unethical, or embarrassing. And that's why
Jeremy has 2 gay dads.
Additionally, as a food manufacturer, you're legally required to tell buyers, consumers where the coffee is manufactured. So the address on the packaging is not the place of business. Because when I sent certified mail there, it was returned to sender as, cannot be delivered as addressed. It's also just a co-working space that anybody
audio is fucked. Is it? Is the audio bad, chat? Is it roboting? It could be the internet just having a freak out because of the typhoons. As mentioned, there is 2 typhoons barreling down on me right now.
For like $50 a month. Like, it's total bullshit. According to the Florida state statute, so I put that in there, it has to have the name and place of business as a manufacturer, packer, distributor. Well, they don't have that. Like, the address on there, they're not really there. It has to be, it can't just be a address. It has to be a valid address. And that confirms that's also what the FDA says. So at the very end here, I just say your packaging does not contain the place of business / accurate address according to Florida statute FDA regulations. When I simply request where my food was manufactured, you assert privacy and security as reasons to keep this information secret. Have there been harassment, threats of violence, or actual violence directed towards this coffee factory in the past? If that is the case, you could forward me the police report. It's like, yeah, what, so General Mills, Coca-Cola, Frito-Lay, all these other companies have to tell you where the food is manufactured. I mean, even Chicago Steak Company, they just tell you yeah, here's where the meat is. I mean, every meat packing plant in America, their address is on the internet.
Yeah, because they've got nothing to hide except that they're charging money for the old peoples with their hospital steaks. But they're happy. They're proud to be a hospital steak company.
Why do you assert this special privilege? What are you, a special snowflake? So if there's harassment or violence, just send me the police report. Surely.
Now, chat, do you think that they'll get a response to this? 1 for yes, 2 for of course not.
Can do that.
Or you can post a B.
Where's the coffee roasted and manufactured? So we'll see, guys. We'll see if they respond to my request for this very, very simple accommodation for information within the next 5 business days. And I will keep you guys.
I mean, this is a very reasonable, but it's not going to get a response, I don't think.
So let's get on to the Dockery Christian Academy. So before
this is Black Hogwarts. We had a look at this last time. It's pretty funny. It's some real Uncle Ruckus stuff.
Talk about that organization, let's get into Jeremy Hambly's horrific ad read.
Some folks are addicted to the buzz of winning, Jeremy, even rich people. Oh, yeah, I know. I mean, wasn't it famously Winona Ryder got caught shoplifting? Something like that?
This is in 1996, Jeremy. Jeremy.
It happens.
You're on the air.
But it's just weird, guys.
It's
I'm
just
not gonna
weird.
dwell on it. There's bigger news.
Sounds like
I do want to
Nikita.
give a huge shout out here.
It's funny.
Okay, here we go.
Before we get started.
Okay, so really quick, I mean, this is a horrific thing because it just says DCA. It was like, what is DCA? And like, you have a picture of Frederick Douglass. So it's something to do with black people. But just listen to the ad read. You could barely understand Jeremy.
In his first term, President Trump sought to cultivate school choice in America. He sacrificed his life to fight for a second term.
Oh, wait, sacrificed his life. Donald Trump is still alive. What the fuck are you talking about? What kind of an ad
in
read
order
is
to
this?
make it possible today. Now it's up to American patriots to take full advantage of the opportunity. Today, DCA calls on fellow patriots to help us bring President Trump's vision to life for urban students in Nashville, Tennessee by making a minimal sacrifice. Let's grow together. 13,000 founders built a Christ-centered effort to build young minds spiritually, socially, and patriotically in America.
So 13,000 people have already donated? Is that what we're to believe?
Now we're going to learn that it's not quite that. By the way, just look at these. Look at the dandruff count on Jeremy's shirts. Big, flaky pieces just all over this.
America. You can learn more at
Oh my God, this guy's no enthusiasm.
dockeryacademy.us/app-landing-page. Or you can click the QR
Did you have to do landing and page? Just say
code. Read the
dockerychristianacademy.com.
link in the description.
Just dead eyes, dead air. Jerry, you're on the air, sir.
Like the funny thing is when you pause Jeremy content and then you like say something, obviously, when you unpause it, it always seems like you haven't unpaused it because there's so much dead air. I've noticed it with several people that cover Jeremy. They'll unpause it and they'll check to see if it's paused and they'll repause the video because they just, oh, my mouse must be lagging or something because Jeremy's just got so many segments where he's just doing nothing.
All right, let's get to
Sinister.
this.
Sinister.
I
Anyway,
mean, yeah, they call him
so-
Dead Air Jeff for a reason.
Oh my God, I can barely get through that. So let's go to that website, guys. So holy shit, this is the website. Now, this looks like it's straight out of 2004.
I mean, it still looks better than a Japanese website.
Like laughably bad. And on the giving page here, it says DCA Endowment Fund. You may make a tax-deductible contribution. So we'll get into that.
It's tax-free.
Whether it really is tax-deductible or not. But here it says that they want to
Just
raise...
like every super chat on these streams on Kick and on YouTube. It's a tip, so it's tax-free.
$4 million by January 2026. Well, it's June of 2026. So I don't think so. And then they have like prospective places that they could buy land. Yeah, I don't know about that.
What the fuck is this business? It's Black Hogwarts. Okay.
Go to the contact page. I mean, they have an actual address, they have an actual phone number, and they have an actual email. And there's a link to the there's a link to the website, even though we're on the website. So that's interesting. You go to academics.
This isn't the steak business.
It's not even formatted correctly.
That's not money. That's a membership. I mean, thank you for being subscribed for 37 months, but that's a free chat.
Go to the
That's fine.
Let's go to the
it's fine. Chat.
Administration page. There's nobody. there's no teachers, there's no principals, there's no business office manager. All that there is.
Hey, no, wait. Maybe the camera's just got not very good contrast detection or something. Okay, these aren't just blacked out characters from a video game or something. Maybe they're all like maybe they just haven't smiled yet. You know, if they maybe smile, you'll see them.
Reverend.
The floating teeth in the middle of the page.
Dockery. So it also says here, the Tennessee State Department of Education recognizes ACSI as an accredited agency, and they'll be fully certified. So we'll see. We'll see if the Tennessee State Department of Education has licensed this facility or not. So yeah, the reason why this website, and a lot of people think that it's a scam, is because
it is. It's on Rumble. Obviously, it's a scam. They're asking for 13,000 people to give $250 each. That's $3.2 million. We're going to build a school on that land. It's going to be for black kids. It's real.
So the 13K movement. So this is what they were talking about in the horrific ad read by Jeremy. It's like, why 13,000? So they want 13,000 people to give $250. I mean, just they have Founders Watch or Founders Certificate.
What if everyone in chat gave $1 right now? I would have, well, I still couldn't afford land, but it's like this, like the dumbest thing ever. Like, because obviously only a fraction of people ever sort of actually give money and stuff. Like, that's just one person. If you could just give $1 a day, it's less than a pot of, like, it's not going to happen. Why are people join today? $250, $500, $1,000? Why not?
I mean, this is
just, that's a better idea. What if everyone gave you $500 right now? And then people in chat can start their own streams and we'll give them $500 and it's like free money basically.
It's crazy.
I should be careful. It's like, you have to be careful because YouTube actually sometimes gives you like dings for those. Like, Rated Sycamore said 100 kicks. There you go. It's all coming together, chat.
This is not a very well designed website. I'll just say that. So let's go. So here is the donate page. So if you click on that,
Now this part's really funny.
They wanted 13,000 people to give $250, right? And they want to raise.
All I have is bees. Bees is enough. That's all I asked for is the bees.
3,258,000, a very specific amount. So how much money have they gotten raised so far? They've raised $826. Sorry, I didn't mean to be mean.
Can we hit it, chat? They've raised $800 out of $3 million. Should I just set the goal to $3 million? Why not?
This guy, but
this is crazy though. Like the last donation was 130 days ago.
It's not going so well.
But there's a funnier detail that Luther's about to show.
If you look at this, their last donation was what? 130 days ago? And this guy, Ruben Dockery, he only put in $10.
So the founder of the Academy, the guy that started all of it, he put down 10 large dollars. Not like 10 grand, like $10. He's like, I'll put down $10. You guys put out $3,200,000 and we'll just call it square, right?
Come on, man. You can do better than
we're all in this together. Shadow 1869 gifted 5 subs. Let's fucking go.
Dollars. So they have $862 raised. You know, only $3.1 million left to go. So they're about 99% of the way left.
I mean,
so
you got to start somewhere.
The Tennessee Department of Education, and if you go to that website and you go to the non-public schools list here, and it's the non-public schools directory. So right here, the approved list of non-public schools updated at the beginning of this month. So what do you think, guys? Is Dockery Christian Academy going to be on this list? What's the over/under on that? So here it is, right here on the list. Dockery Christian Academy.
Oh, look at
it's
that.
A Class 4 school accredited by ACSI, which is exactly what it said on the website. Here's the address. I can't show you that address because it's a residential address.
Sean says Kick sucks. Hey, look, Kick gives me more money, but I do appreciate YouTube as well. Like, I need to balance things out. We need to be perfectly balanced. We almost got the likes on YouTube perfectly balanced at 200 likes. We need 5 more likes or 100 more bees on Kick.
But that's what they put down as their business address. This is a public document, so we're not doxing anybody. This is a government website here. You have it right there, Ruben Dockery, and he says it's a nonprofit. Now we'll get into that, and it spans 7th through 12th grade. So he is in the Tennessee Department of Education website. So the other claim on that website was that they are tax deductible. Well, let's go to the IRS website and really fact check that. So if you
I thought you could just say things are tax deductible and it's just true.
The tax exempt.
It's like with Seinfeld when they're writing off things. You don't know what the fuck their write off is. No, but they do, and they're the ones that are writing it off.
Organization search. You go by organization name. We'll just type in Dockery. They're supposed to be out of Tennessee, and we'll hit search. So would you look at that? There is actually a Dockery Christian Academy. I know, right? Oh no! And would you look at that? They've been revoked.
No,
just been revoked.
I was going to make this joke actually. But
yes, that's right. So they did file a 501c3 exemption, but that exemption was revoked on May 15, and it was posted online. So it was publicly posted that it was revoked on August 14. So why was it revoked?
That's 3 years ago.
They did not fill out a Form 990. So for those unfamiliar, a Form 990 is necessary to file every single year, and they hadn't done it for 3 years. And you say, well, how do you know they haven't done it in 3 years? Well, because if you actually pull this up right here, this letter, and you open this here.
Just wait a minute. You can't use facts and logic when interviewing these things, okay? Luther, this is not fair. You're not allowed to do this.
They filed in May.
You're supposed to ask Grok. Grok, is this true? Grok, what are they really a tax deductible academy? That's how you do it. Like, this is, you're not allowed to go to the website and like look up documents and things. This is a legal move.
Of 2020. So
this move would not be allowed in the women's basketball. Okay.
2020s, they filed for this exemption. Excuse me, it was even before that. It was February of 2020. So from February of 2020, so it's been 6 years, and this guy's raised $826. Okay. And so right there, 2020, he hadn't filed Form 990s for 3 years, and he still hasn't gotten this updated. So you say, well, gee, that's really, really weird, isn't it? So if we go back here, he also has Dockery Ministries. And if you look at this, it actually is up to date. And they have all.
What is a Form 990N postcard? Why is it specifically the 990N? What did they mean by that, chat?
All the 990N. So according to them, they
Yeah, exactly,
do less
Nia.
than
It's the 590N. That's what I'm saying.
$1,000 a year. So they don't have to go through like the full 990. That's burdensome paperwork, according to the government. So Dockery Ministries is kind of legit, but Dockery Christian Academy, it is not a 501c3. All right. Well, what kind of business entity is it? Well, let's go to the Tennessee Secretary of State website, and we'll go ahead and type in Dockery, and we can find out what kind of organization it has. So if we scroll down here, you can see here, right here, it says Dockery Christian Academy, nonprofit corporation, active, registration date, February 18, 2020. You hit details here, it says it's in good standing. So it's kind of weird. You know, it's in good standing with the state government, and the guy just never bothered to do a 990. I'm guessing it's because there was no money coming in, and he just...
Because he was like, I'm going to like Luther, it's because he's lazy. Okay. He's just lazy. He didn't think it was going to work.
Just figured, well, I'll just abandon it. So it is not a charity, but it is a nonprofit corporation, according to the state of Tennessee. So what do you guys think? Is this a grift, or what's going on with this?
I think they're just incompetent. I think they're just absolutely incompetent. Whereas coffee, 1775 coffee is just actually grifties, and they're doing something sneaky. I think these guys are just like, well, let's just start a fundraiser for $3 million, and nothing happened. They're just like, oh, fuck it.
I think there's really two different ideas that I've come up with. The first one is that this guy's just totally delusional, that he really believes that he's going to be a headmaster. He wants to be a principal. He wants to get the school off the ground, but he just lacks.
No, he really believes he's going to be the Dockery Christian Academy headmaster for exceptional youths.
Any of the technical skills and the connections within the local community to be able to raise $3.2 million. You know, he is registered with the Tennessee Department of Education.
Like, he's got the bitch test, the black intelligence. I can't remember what it's the black intelligence test for Christian homies or something. Okay, the bitch test. I tried to watch this video, it just wasn't funny. Not to me.
And the other thing, the reason why I think he's delusional, not like a scammer, is he's just right out in the open. Like, he uses his real name, he uses his real address, here's his phone number. You know, how many of these companies, they use a fake address or a virtual mailbox or you know, a co-working space? Like, if this guy was an open scammer, he wouldn't be putting all his information out there. He wouldn't be putting his face on it, you know, putting his family, invoking his family name, and so forth.
This is the new scam meta, is just use your public information and just go into it. Like, don't even try and hide it's a scam. Ironically, that's working online for a lot of people.
One way to look at it. The other way to look at it is this guy's doing a BLM scam. Like, he's pulling a Black Lives Matter, where he has a fake, or he had at one time a 5.
I think my favorite thing about Black Lives Matter is that, like, the Facebook page was run by an Australian guy, and he was taking all the donations. That's actually really good. That's a really funny story.
1C3, or he filed the paperwork, but he never filed a 990. So he's just been taking in money, hoping that nobody ever looks him up in the IRS website, and that he's hoping that black people just hand their money over, or I guess on Rumble, you know, white conservatives who want to support Christianity or something. And wherever that money goes, we have absolutely no idea. And
yeah, I'd say Rumbles is a place to go if you're looking for white people that want to hand money to black people. I would assume, or like their wives, I guess. I assume that's where you go advertise on Rumble. It seems like a pretty smart idea.
But the thing is, if it were a scam, like just an open scam, they would have had a much better website. You know, so I go back and forth. I think it's about 50-50, that it's like some delusional guy who has these dreams of being like this community leader and so forth. And then maybe 50% that it's just an open grift. It's just an open scam. So you tell me, what do you guys think in the comment section below? Am I taking it too easy on this guy? I don't know. Because it is a BLM style scam where they try and trick black people into handing their money over, hoping that no one looks them up in the IRS website. So we're on to our fourth.
All right. So here we go to the Rumble wallet. This is the actual good one. All right.
And final grift here. And
this one's really crazy.
Rumble wallet. So before we get into Rumble wallet, let's hear Jeremy Hambly's horrific ad read for this product.
Hold on a second.
Oh my God, you're on the air, Jeremy. This is the show.
A producer that was willing to work for free.
It's called doing your goddamn job, you lazy
Mike
bastard.
Get Melanie on while we wait. We need to see a reaction. If it goes to
this is the show.
If it goes, Melanie's on the way out, I'm pretty sure at this point. She's dropping shows. Jeremy's too ashamed to do the 2 p.m. show without her. She's starting up her gaming stream. She's going to be too busy, Jeremy. It's not happening.
Goes to jury, like, time to put on the adult diapers.
Whoa. What the fuck? He wears diapers, guys. It's confirmed.
I have not seen.
You're on the air, Jeremy.
All I've seen that trial is halted. Huge, massive shout out to Rumble Wallet.
Oh, he's going to do the ad read.
Tool.
People use it
No,
all
you
the
don't.
time. We hear a lot about
Nobody
crypto,
does.
but here's the part most people miss. Crypto was created so you could actually own and control your own money. After the 2008 financial crisis, Bitcoin was designed.
What? So he's talking normally, and then as soon as he goes into the ad read,
Look at this face though. Like his face is deranged.
he sounds so winded. And I keep trying to figure out like why that is, what's going on. I think anytime he has to read something, he gets super stressed out. Like he has a massive cortisol spike when he tries to read because he can't read.
Now, Luther, it's a cortisol spike.
And then he gets super self-conscious about it.
There's an alternative to banks. So instead of bank holding your money, delaying transfers, or limiting your access, you're in control. And if you've ever had to wait for a transfer to clear, you felt that problem. Now, fast forward to today, everyone's heard of crypto, but getting started still feels complicated. That's exactly why I use Rumble Wallet. It takes that complexity and makes it simple. Choose what you want: Bitcoin, dollar-backed stablecoins, or even digital gold backed by real gold. No complicated setup. It connects with MoonPay, so you can use a credit
Connects with MoonPay,
card, debit card, and bank.
Did he say womb pay? Like I thought I heard womb pay. He's like thinking about those babies.
And be up
he's
and running
never
in
gonna
minutes.
have.
Once you're set up, you can even support your favorite Rumble creators like me directly. So do this now. Scan the QR code over here.
You got the direction wrong.
You can't
Click
find
the link in the description. Download Rumble Wallet. From there, you can set up your wallet, tap buy, and you're in the game. In just a few minutes,
I mean, at least most of the words are comprehensible. I'll give him that.
you can go from hearing about crypto to actually owning some, which is great. It's the only place I have crypto is in Rumble Wallet.
Yeah, because Jeremy had to get rid of all his Dogecoin, all of his crypto, because he's terrified of things going up and down. I'm not even joking. Like he sold all of his Rumble stock. He sold everything. He's only got cash. So he's having all of his entire fortune, whatever is left of it from the selling the arcade machines, is being eroded by inflation at this point. But then he's claiming that he's got this like crypto wallet. I don't like, maybe one of his dents sent him some donations or something, but that's it. He's not like he's actually buying crypto.
All right. Dead air.
All right.
Okay, so let's get into Rumble Wallet, guys. So when he talked about it's not a bank, you actually control the money. You know, that's anyway. We'll get into that. So here's Rumble Wallet.
Now, I knew nothing about Rumble Wallet. I just assumed it was just their own brand of like a cryptocurrency multi-coin wallet, which I'm kind of familiar with, but I haven't used in a long time. And one of the key features of these is that in basically every cryptocurrency, you can have the private keys. This allows you to actually have ownership of the coins. And if you don't have the private keys, then you don't actually have the coins. If it's sitting on exchange somewhere, you don't have the coins, okay? They can exit scam anytime. It can be complete disaster, so just don't do that. Don't keep your coins on the trading sites. But I just assumed that this was the case for Rumble Wallet, because I was like, yeah, it's okay. It's a crypto wallet. Okay, I get the idea of it, because I just assumed what I would think that that would mean. But I was totally wrong about this. That's actually fascinating that Luther went through and looked at this, because it's not at all what I thought it was.
And as you can see, you know, they tout it. It's fast, secure. It's Bitcoin, stable.
Look at Rumble prices, stock prices, lost money since it's open. Yeah, but this is a big scam.
Make it count. Join the creators, powering free speech with financial freedom. But if you actually go into the Rumble Wallet, you know, help center here. So let's go to the help center, and then we'll type in FDIC. So Rumble Wallet doesn't have any FDIC protection, and it's not on their website. So I looked it up, and it looks like right here it says, you know, hey, is my Rumble Wallet, you know, secure? And it's like, no, they're a non-custodial wallet, so they don't hold your funds. You control them directly. Therefore, they're not controlled by the FDIC or similar deposit insurance schemes. So if you put money in Rumble Wallet and Rumble goes bankrupt, you're fucked. You can't get your money out. So utility of banks and regulated financial institutions.
Well, hang on a second. Actually, let me think about this for a second. Rumble is a non-custodial wallet. Rumble Wallet does not hold your funds. You control them directly. Well, that sounds like a regular cryptocurrency. Maybe this is actually come to think of it. Maybe Luther is wrong about this.
Not controlled by the FDIC or similar deposit insurance schemes. So if you put money in Rumble Wallet and Rumble,
because that's the way that all cryptocurrencies work. Basically, if you lose the private keys, you're fucked. Like if you lose your Bitcoin private keys, you're fucked. There's nobody you can call up to get your account unlocked.
Bankrupt, you're fucked.
When is the Mino the Hollower? I don't know what that is. What is Mino the Hollower?
Can't get your money out. So utility of banks and regulated financial institutions is that, you know, they have FDIC protection. So you can put a large amount of money in there and, you know, it's going to be safe. Now you think, okay, well, it's crypto. Well, the only reason to use crypto is to get around transaction fees. Like that was the whole reason why crypto was invented, was so that you could transfer money. So, but Rumble Wallet has fees. Like this is the crazy part. So if you go to the Rumble Wallet,
all right, what are the Rumble fees though? Because I think maybe Luther doesn't understand the fundamental basis of cryptocurrencies, but that's fine because a lot of people don't. But like, it's not just that you can send money to people. Like cryptocurrencies, specifically the value of a cryptocurrency, and I don't know because I have to look into Rumble Wallet myself. But one of the key features of a cryptocurrency is that it can't be taken from you provided you do everything correctly. Like you can't just have the bank like shut down your account. You can send money without being controlled, and hypothetically, you can take all your money with you wherever you go if you just remember your codes or seed phrases or whatever. Like you could walk into a country butt ass naked and be perfectly fine. Now, if Rumble is setting themselves up or selling the idea of crypto as a bank, that is misleading. But this is typically how cryptocurrencies work, as far as I remember them.
Wallet, the actual, document here, and it uses MoonPay, and it's like links to MoonPay pricing disclosures. So if you go to that and you scroll down,
the 4% transfer fee is pretty fucking outrageous, though.
On the MoonPay website, it says MoonPay platform by partner, your MoonPay fee will be up to 4.5%, subject to a minimum MoonPay fee of $4.50. What the fuck? And then it will increase a minimum MoonPay fee.
I mean, yeah, this does sound like I think Luther was wrong about that one point, but like this absolutely sounds like a ridiculous phase, especially for crypto.
Of between 0.25 and 10%, depending on the fiat currency you choose to pay. So you could be paying up to 10% in fees? What the fuck?
I mean, it's still a better deal than coffee bread coffee, but that is actually crazy. If you're referred to MoonPay platform by a partner, your MoonPay fee will be an amount up to 4.5%. Minimum MoonPay fee is up to $4.50 if your transaction amount is below the threshold. Let's see. If you are buying or selling a digital asset or a currency in other than USD, MoonPay will increase the minimum pay to amount between 0.25 and 10%, depending on the fiat currency you choose. That is pretty fucking outrageous.
What the fuck? And it even says right here, if you access MoonPay directly, the fees are actually slightly lower, a slightly lower threshold. So it's like, you know what doesn't have these fees? Just using a regular cash or using direct deposit or paying with a check.
Yeah. So, no, Luther is right that this is a scam, but he's wrong about the first part where it's like if Rumble goes bankrupt, you can't get your money. That's not how it works. Like you're always in control of your crypto. That's the point of crypto, is that you're in control of it. So with that's the one detail here I think he messed up there.
Like this is the biggest bullshit scam out there where they get.
But it's absolutely a scam.
Oh yeah, the only reason to use crypto is that it's peer-to-peer and there are no fees. Otherwise, why not just use PayPal? Why not just use Venmo? Why not just use Cash App? Why not use Remitly? Why not just use a fucking debit or credit card? Because all those have fees.
I mean, there's always a fee when you use crypto, like the gas or transaction fees for blocks or whatever. But it's usually minimal, like incredibly small, like a couple of cents or something, depending on how fast you want it to be transferred. But like it's not the only reason is not to have fees though. So I don't think that Luther's actually used crypto before.
It doesn't make any sense. Even if you look at like their
but
little
this is absolutely right. At this point, just use Coinbase. Yes, that's a good way to say it.
And it says, yeah, a lot of this stuff is instantaneous. Like there is literally no utility to Rumble Wallet, which is why, I think it's a grift scam, is because as a bank account, it doesn't work because it's not FDI insured. And Rumble, by the way, has never made a profit. In its entirety of Rumble's history, it has never made a profit. It's lost money every single year, every single quarter. So if it goes bankrupt,
profit margin minus 100%.
All your money's gone. You have to wait till the company gets liquidated to get paid. Okay. And as a crypto platform, it has fees. So why use crypto? I could just use regular money if I'm going to get charged fees. It makes no sense.
Well, like the thing is that crypto, so like what Luther doesn't understand about crypto, I think, is that the real appeal of crypto is that your banks can't take your money away. Like because people on Rumble, they think they're oppressed. They think that the government's coming to get their money. They think that like if they say the N word too many times or the F slur too many times, that the MasterCard will shut them down. So the real appeal to crypto on these people is that they can do whatever they want and just send money to whomever they want. But there's always going to be a transaction fee. That's just been there since crypto day one, essentially.
Well, that's the video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it.
All right. So that's the first one. That was a bit of a warm-up one. But here's the real one. Now, again, last time we covered this, the video got nuked, okay? I eventually won the appeal, but it was already over, okay? And this is why we have a Kick channel now, just in case. But also the Kick community is growing. It's fun over there. We've got 130 people over there right now. Why don't you join them if you're so inclined? But if this YouTube video goes down, then that's where we'll be. This is the Quartering's 2 gay black dads. In same
hey
thumbnail.
Guys, Luther Morgan.
I'm pretty sure that's Jeremy's thumbnail.
Morgan here. And today we're going to be talking about Jeremy Hambly's homosexual black father grift. And he's saying, Luther, what the hell are you talking about? Well, if you're an OG Quartering fan, you remember this from all the way back in 2020. That's right.
Now, this is basically like to kind of summarize this. Jeremy was being accused of being a racist and a homophobe and all of these things. So he started saying that he had two black gay dads because they would use him as a shield. It's called Operation Get Behind the Darkies, and Jeremy was like going into it full force. Now, this is very offensive to his real father, who, when he died, Jeremy decided to do a live stream instead of go to his funeral. I mean, he probably went to his funeral, but he decided to stream on the day his dad died. That's true.
Jeremy Hambly claimed that he had a black father. So it's very ironic now that he's doing this white race grift.
Well, maybe this is why he hates black people so much. Is because his two black gay why is it so hard to say? Why his two gay black dads both went out for milk. Maybe that's why he's got into the Carmelo Anthony thing.
He was more than willing to use black people as a shield in the past. So if you go over here, now this is the quartering is a Nazi subreddit. Now, this is like the OG quartering A-logs.
Nobody appreciated these people because they're all on the left and they all looked like absolute lunatics.
They
were right all along. They were right. We need to apologize to these people.
October of 2020. And a lot of this stuff comes sourced from them. And I always want to give sources. It looks like they're even watching my videos now. So because they were on the left and because they were leftoids, nobody really took them.
These people must be so vindicated. Like these people, these 2,000 weekly visitors. Wow, there's actually quite a lot of people there. 2,000 weekly visitors on a Reddit about Jeremy the Quartering. They've been talking about Jeremy bad for like 6 years, and they've been waiting. These people like buying Bitcoin in like 2010 or some shit, and now it's all coming to fruition. They must be celebrating.
Seriously. And, well, we'll get into that. So let's get into the proof. So where's the proof that Jeremy Hambly made these claims? Let's go ahead and play some of these clips, okay? And we'll go through some of the tweets.
Then a lot of these groomers are like, well, I mean, what about the kid with two gay dads? This is like a common thing. Look, I have two gay dads, all right? So I can speak to this. But first,
so he had two gay dads, guys. You hear that? So let's go through some of these other ones. So look at this tweet. Of course, now deleted. Just goes.
Now, obviously, this started as a joke and as a shield. I mean, that makes sense. But also, by the way, Pre-Dawn Course gifted a full send. Much appreciated. But Jeremy gets so invested in this idea. It's like when actually, that's the best way to describe it. It's like when a child has a joke and they keep trying to explain it to you over and over why it's funny. And you're like, all right, that's enough. Wrap it up. They're like, no, Mom, you don't get it. I've got two gay black dads. I don't know why that phrase is just like doesn't work in my brain. Maybe my brain is homophobic. Who knows?
To show your presence and character don't really hold up. My black dads banged your dad and then ghosted his lame ass. Okay?
So he's got like gay rapist dads?
And I would say, look at this one. Nobody legitimately thinks I'm a racist. Not even my black dad, whom I love dearly. People like you, however, throw that word around as a weapon against anyone. So
now here's the thing. And let me know if you guys agree. If you agree, press 1. If you disagree, press 2. If you abstain, press B. But like, I don't think that Jeremy's a racist. I don't think he's smart enough to be a racist. I think he's just seen that you can make money from being a racist, and that's what he's leaning into. I honestly believe that. I don't think he hates black people, but he hates the idea of not making money, and he knows that it's such an easy grift to get into.
In response to him being called racist, he invokes this idea that he has a black dad. Let's go through some more tweets. So here's one.
Exactly. He's a performative racist.
From May of 2020, where Quartering says, I love and support my LGBTQ viewers, and talks about, I have two dads. Okay, let's go to another one.
Both are gay. Inside you, there are two dads. Well, actually, that sounds pretty bad. I mean, if two of your gay dads are inside you, you should call CPS.
So here's somebody calling him out. This is all the way back in 2019. So this is somebody claims to not be a homophobe, but sided with Mazza. I think they're talking about Carlos Mazza versus Steven Crowder. This is all the way back in 2019. This is old school shit. He's like, I have two dads. And here's another one. You know, you stumble through articles and then it's like, my dad's black, you fucking racist. So when he gets called homophobic and when he gets called a racist, he invokes this idea that he has a homosexual father and that one of those fathers is black. Oh boy. So after
And the funny thing is that this leads back into his first time that he left Twitter, and the exact same thing played out back then as it did now. And when Jeremy decided to leave Twitter the first time, well, I mean, the most recent time, I actually specifically said, I guarantee you he's coming back and it's going to be a repeat of this one time. Unfortunately, nobody will know that I said this because the video was again deleted because it was taken down by Jeremy, but we're still here, Jeremy. I ain't dead yet.
he made these tweets. Then we'll get into the YouTube video. So after he made these tweets, obviously people started calling him out, and then people started looking through his family history. And of course, they discovered that he doesn't have two gay dads. He doesn't have a black dad. Well, Jeremy...
It's about integrity in having gay fathers.
Spurred out and then left Twitter. And then...
That's really funny, by the way. It's just like, I have black gay dads. No, you don't. Well, fuck you, I'm out of here. This place sucks.
He did this victory lap video, and this video is still up.
This video is the cringe. Like, this is the video we're watching. Twitter goes after, like, this is so fun. Like, this is nuclear level cringe.
If you enjoy this more analytical approach to lolcows,
and buy the man's book. He does a lot of good work, okay?
Please check out Lolcows, the internet's never-ending tragedy, the world's first book on the subject of internet lolcows. It's available as a paperback and hardcover, as well as an audiobook version. Get it for yourself and learn something about lolcows, or it makes a great gift for someone totally unfamiliar. Now, back to the video. It's called Twitter Goes After My Family. This is from July of 2020. And if you think, oh, Luther, this has got to be some elaborate joke. Like, this is just a joke that got out of hand. No one's supposed to take this seriously. This is the thumbnail. This is
these sweaty black mahogany men. And by the way, this is Jeremy's real father, the one that when his father died, he decided he would live stream rather than take the day off because he can't take a single day off. He's too busy photoshopping mahogany men next to his father, and his father's spraying water on these. I assume this is water. It's some sort of white substance that's
thumbnail,
dripping down their faces.
It's a picture of, that's a real picture of Jeremy Hambly's father, flanked by two shirtless ebony gentlemen. And the text says, my gay black dads. Okay? If this is a joke, why did he put a real picture of his father up? And by the way, he never invokes that defense. He doesn't pull a Tim Pool and say, oh...
I just realized, though, like, when I saw this, I didn't think that Jeremy actually photoshopped in the sweaty coom stains.
Haha, I successfully raged.
Pretty outrageous.
You're such an idiot for falling for my troll. He takes it completely seriously and plays the victim. And he throws his own father under the bus to deflect negative attention away from himself. And
he throws his own dad under the black man cock.
And he's
made a sandwich out of his father with 2 pieces of brown bread on the outside, sandwiching this white meat.
Does almost defamation against his own father by saying that he gets double teamed by black guys, that he goes to the same resorts that Nick Rekieta does in fucking Jamaica.
No, not Nick Rekieta taking strays on the Energy King.
So let's go through this video, guys. Now that you know the backstory, this is Jeremy Hambly's victory lap when he left Twitter. Okay, so let's go through this, and we'll kind of skip around if we need to.
Number of things, and we're trying to be the people who can establish a set of rules and make sure gamers do not step out of line.
So this is one of the most cringiest things that, like, I can now. Luther thinks he's the first person to ever see this because my stream about this was taken down, but I remember going through the stages of cringe death when seeing these Jeremy's photoshopping himself as Ray and Asuka and Evangelion while playing this song and the crab dance. And this is such a petty bullshit thing to do as well, because it's just like people are laughing at him that he left Twitter and he's like, actually, you guys are the mad ones.
So this is all the people celebrating that Jeremy left Twitter after he got called out for his black gay father scam, by the way. So obviously, hashtag Black Lives Matter. These are all leftists. This is why nobody knows about this. Nobody remembers this, okay?
I remembered it.
Bigoted, misogynistic.
So we got some cringe memes here.
Islamophobic, transphobic, Islamophobic, bigoted, misogynistic, violent.
So basically, everyone's celebrating that they don't have Jeremy and his shit takes on Twitter. And Jeremy thinks this is a W. It's literally the picture of the people standing around the guy that's pissed his pants. And they're laughing at him. And he's like, rent-free.
Islamophobic, transphobic, Islamophobic.
Reard and Steele asks, is this supposed to be funny? Yes. Jeremy thought this was an epic meme that would own the trolls because gamers love Evangelion, right? And he's a sexy girl in a plug suit.
Bigoted,
all right, let's speed this shit up. This is some really cringe memes, isn't it?
Bigoted, misogynistic, violent, Islamophobic, transphobic. You're a gamer ordering. You're a gamer. and gamers are bad.
I actually forgot that he used the rent-free meme in this, but it's actually like I can't even comment on it because it's just so much a living parody. His entire life, it's the guy pissing his pants saying rent-free while people are pointing at him, laughing at him around in a circle, and then he actually does the rent-free.
This has not been altered in any way. This has not been altered in any way. This is the real video, okay?
Rent-free, goodbye Twitter. It lasted a month.
So again, he's claiming that he's leaving Twitter.
Result has been.
By the way, like when you're laughing at someone, when you're having a good time, you can tell. It shows in the face, it shows in the voice, it shows in the way that you say something. This man is so fucking angry that he got laughed out of Twitter.
Pretty hilarious. I just want to take a look at a little.
So you know this is a long time ago because Jeremy has hair.
Just a little nugget of the salt, so that we may remember. Just whenever you get a weak moment, and you're like, man, maybe I'm missing out. Maybe I'm getting a little bit of that FOMO. Maybe I'm missing out on Twitter. I wonder what's happening on Twitter. Let's take a look.
He's getting he's missing out on that FOMO from the black guys.
Oh, would you look at this?
Yeah, I did not insert this meme. This is the cringe meme that he
Cybertaz with a membership. Thank you very much.
Just look at it. Yeah, what the heck is that?
Here we have a writer.
This was not modified. This is the real video. I just wanted to include this. This is what the quartering used to be.
From Screen Rant and
I mean, he hasn't changed at all, basically. Just he wears a hat now.
It appears the quartering left Twitter. He wasn't banned. It sounds like it's willing. I guess that's fine. After all, maybe he just couldn't handle the heat and wanted to.
Does this sound like a man who's not upset?
Go to a safe space where he would never have to be questioned.
Yes. Yes, he did. He wanted to be in a safe space. He couldn't handle all the criticism because he needs validation from strangers on the internet.
Wait a minute. This thumbnail, this character, I've seen them recently somewhere. Where did I see
After I
them?
was gone, in which you cannot be questioned. And what could it possibly be? Every single time. These weirdos, I'm telling you, these weirdos are always obsessed with She-Ra.
Who gives a shit about these children's cartoons?
Now look, when I said that there were deliberate design changes to She-Ra to make her gross, and
like this is
actually like a nerd's like seething say like when I said that they made deliberate changes to She-Ra, like you know what I mean? Like the lispy nerd. He's actually got the glasses. Actually.
Television show.
Twitter.
Hey, look, I'm never putting on the cope hat, okay? I've had the Widow's Peak for like 10 years. It's sticking in there strong.
They have been screeching about it endlessly. Screenshotted, talking about it. These are videos that I made, I don't know, 2 years ago?
Oh my god.
This is the equivalent of putting in the laughing emojis to make sure you're not mad.
2 years ago. And they're still mad.
So 2 years ago, and he's taking his time out of his day to react to it. It bothered him. It bothered him so much he had to make a video about it.
About She-Ra. You know what that tells me? I was right. They know I was right. And they're so desperate to try and hide it. Let's see. Spider Ken. I think the quartering got banned. Laughy cry emoji. Good riddance. He's hugely problematic.
So you see the lolcow gene at work here, where the quartering is just going through and reacting to random people on Twitter and seething about them.
I mean, you can do that, but the thing is, it has to be funny, and that's something that Jeremy is incapable of doing.
Like, he had the lolcow gene this whole time. It was just because he was reacting and seething to leftoids on Twitter. It didn't really attract any negative attention yet. He was trying to big league people. I mean, it's very low rent to do that to another creator.
You're drained from an energy force. Now, this is actually a funny tweet. I know Quentin Reviews is kind of a clown.
I mean, no, the thing is, I think that Luther really missed an opportunity here.
He was trying to big league people.
So he's got the quartering. He's like the world's tallest man. He's got 800,000 subscribers. You've got this Quentin Reviews guy. He's got 300,000. I would have used this meme against Jeremy, because Jeremy can't get an audience now. He can't get views on his videos. He can't get people in his live streams. I would think that you would go, that's the angle you would take here. Because people like Don Flurgandy, like Luther Morgan, are completely beating Jeremy at his own game, and it doesn't make sense to him. He can't understand why. And Jeremy only cares about numbers. So when he sees a small creator like less than 100,000 subscribers doing better than him, that's what makes him really mad, because it's not right. He earned those subscribers. It should have been me.
I mean, but it's very low rent to do that to another creator.
They're drained from an energy force. Now, this is actually a funny tweet. I know Quentin Reviews is kind of a clown.
And by the way, this is after he left Twitter after being called out. This is his victory lap video.
But at least this is like,
so this is like the laughing at someone behind the block, because you can't reply to his tweets anymore. Now he's just like, I'm going to go onto my platform and make fun of you.
Not full of hate and vitriol. This is a fun, lighthearted celebration. I'll miss not talking to you, Quentin. 2,300 likes. A lot of people hated me on Twitter.
That's a lot of likes.
I did not insert this meme.
Here's Renfamous, the blue-haired land whale who survives off mommy and daddy's money and harassing people on Twitter. Saying,
by the way, Jeremy's parents had like 7 rental properties. They were slumlords. Jeremy wanted for nothing. He was always given everything. He didn't earn it.
It ain't even my birthday. Super happy. Now, Renfamous is easily the most toxic person I've ever come across on
toxic.
Twitter.
So why would you give them attention? What the hell is wrong with you? Just block them.
They are deeply unsatisfied in their life, and it's very, very clear why. Canceling yourself so you can...
This is like, even though I did cover this when my video got taken down and flagged last time, what's really funny is how like all these things that Jeremy is saying are things that are happening to him now. In particular, like, these people aren't happy. Jeremy's selling all of he's getting his racetrack bulldoze. He's selling the Funko Pops. He's getting rid of the arcade machines, because every time he looks at them, it's ash in his mouth. He hates everything. He's been working for 20 years and he has nothing to show for it. He's trying to get rid of sell his mansion. All he has is some money in the bank, but even that's not lasting, apparently, because he apparently can't even afford Melanie Mac for a Tuesday show anymore. It's so funny, because no matter what, like, even though he could, like, obviously we know that he's not going to recover from this. He's never going to be a big name again. It's never going to happen. But even if he did, the funniest thing about this all is that Jeremy would never be happy. It doesn't matter. So what is he fighting for? Why does he even bother? I get happy when I just see the bees flying in the chat. But it doesn't matter how much money Jeremy makes, how many subscribers he gets, how many women he pays to talk to him. He'll never be happy.
So you can complain about cancel culture. I wish more people would take this approach. According to Twitter, got suspended? No, it didn't. Oh, apparently he willingly left. Oh, this guy. Oh, this guy's a part of Renfamous's little brigade.
So he's literally just calling out random people on Twitter. What the hell is wrong with you? Like, even at this time, he was a big...
I would say fetal alcohol syndrome.
Channel. I think he had like 750,000 subscribers at this time. This is the low cow gene in action, where he is crashing out over random people. And this goes on for a while, guys. So let's skip ahead, because I don't want to go through this whole thing. But this is the quartering. Let's skip ahead.
Print this out, frame it, and put it on a display.
Oh, sorry. So this is where he pulls up. So this guy's obviously calling him out for all the lies about him having 2 gay dads. And he even has a couple of tweets here, some of them that we've seen already. So let's see Jeremy's reaction to this, because a lot of people are going to say, like, Luke, this was obviously a joke. Like, you weren't supposed to take it seriously.
That's a good point, Reed and Steele. He does know all the detractors' names because he's reading them every single day.
Well, as you can see, Jeremy is not going to use that as a defense.
I assure you that this Twitter thread is real. Jeremy's gay dad's thread, 1 of 4. By the way, I'm going to print this out, frame it, and put it on a display.
Cringe?
Sadly, the quartering Rip has left Twitter for Parler, and although he can't respond, I must now both investigate and speculate on Jeremy's 2 gay dads.
Yeah, you see, Jeremy, when you make claims, people are going to want to look you up, because people are going to want to verify these claims. It's you. You're the one who invoked, and you used your gay dads as a shield of criticism. Obviously, people are going to check that out.
Dads, which he mentions.
Like he's Nick Rekieta-maxing right now, where it's like, well, why are people so obsessed with my personal life? It's like, well, Nick, you've shared all these personal details.
Like, the Parler reference is a bit funny in retrospect. Yeah,
you're the one that brought it up, sir. People are just dunking on you, making fun of you, or looking into it and talking about it, and you're seething about it. This is now Jeremy Hambly.
Frequently in tweets like this. What? Dude. First of all, you mined some tweets, right? Made sure you saved them. probably before I purged my Twitter.
Yeah, before you purged your Twitter. This literally happened a few months ago when he left the internet and then he came back. Like he's been talking about how Twitter's toxic and then he leaves and then he comes back. It's like ghosts of lol cows past, isn't it, guys?
Sitting around, right?
I mean, I said this was going to happen. And it's very funny to see how history keeps repeating itself. He keeps falling down those stairs again and again and again. And he's going to keep falling down those stairs because they never end. I warned you about those stairs, bro. I told you, dog.
And you went and highlighted. Also, I have 2 dads. I'll have you know.
Look at this. You don't know any black people. One of my dads is black and gay.
Oh, I have 2 dads. One of my dads is black and gay. I have 3 dads.
Now, unlike Jeremy, I actually have loads of black friends.
He put this in here, not me.
To be fair, just so you know that. Not that it's any of your business. So no.
If it's none of our business, why did you talk about it? Why do you keep talking about it? Why do you keep asserting it as a defense? Every single time, maybe not every single time, but people called him out for being homophobic. People called him out for being a racist. And then he said, I'm not homophobic. I'm not racist. I have a gay black dad. Checkmate. What the fuck?
Notice one of his dads is black and gay. If true, cool. It's a little, it's
See, look, there's other tweets down here too. One of these tweets all the way in November of 2019, he's claiming my dads are black. December, wait till he finds out I have 2 black dads, probably what the rest of that tweet. All these tweets have been scrubbed, by the way. So you won't be able to find them. I don't think they've been archived.
Because he's trying to hide his obvious racism here and homophobia behind the fact that he thinks it's cool. Now, if he was really an ally, like he thinks he is, he wouldn't be questioning the validity of it, right?
Jeremy thinks this is really funny. You have to kind of put yourself in Jeremy's headspace, but that's a dangerous proposition to make because then you start like having these dead air gaps and like misfumbling all of the words you say. It's happened to me. You can see it happen in real time. But Jeremy thinks this is top tier ironic humor because you can't question someone who's gay or black. So if he has 2 gay black dads, then he is above reproach. And he thinks that he's cornered them in 4D chess and he thinks that they think that they know that he's lying, but they can't question him because they'd be going against their morals. But what they actually did just said, no, you don't, you're being retarded. And then he went and had a cry fit and left Twitter.
How is this any different than me going up to somebody who says they're bi and saying, prove it? It's really disgusting, honestly.
It's disgusting that people are looking for his gay black dads. Why don't you believe me? He's pulling a feminism. Don't you believe me? I made a claim. My word is good enough. I don't need evidence.
This is the thing: is Jeremy belongs on the left. He just fits better over there. I don't see why he doesn't give up this conservative grift and just move over there.
Proof? What happened to show me the receipts, Jeremy?
You know, as somebody who grew up in a non-traditional family, it's very shocking that somebody who can.
I mean, his family was non-traditional because they owned 7 houses that they got rent from. That's not traditional.
So are we listening? Come on, guys, are we listening to this video?
Jeremy is basically he's not basically a Redditor. He is a Redditor. He tries to pretend that Reddit is cringe, but then he's literally on Reddit all day, every day, looking up forced Reddit cream, not just regular forced cream pies, Reddit forced cream pies. He lives, breathes, and shits Reddit. That's what he is. He's a Reddit moderator who fell ass backwards into money, and now he's finally getting his comeuppance, and it's so satisfying to see.
Right now, I grew up in a non-traditional family, so he's asserting in childhood his dad was gay, was a homo, and he was getting double teamed by Ebony Gentleman. That's what we're listening to. Is this Jeremy's origin story? Why he's racist? He walked in.
No, it's not his origin story. It's his fantasy story.
On the polycule. This is villain origin story.
Launch an investigation to find out if imagine an ally like this who thinks they're woke going around questioning if somebody's actually gay. I mean, really? So some might, of course, say he's full of poo. It's Jeremy.
He didn't. This is the most Reddit and embarrassing thing he ever seen. He says, of course he's full of shit. It's Jeremy. He says poo because he's afraid of getting his video demonetized. On his video, where he comes out to try and own all the haters, imagine if he got the yellow tick on YouTube. Better say poo.
And yes, of course, but I do think it's worth noting he pretty much always does this as a defense from accusations from racism and homophobia.
Yes.
Really? Is he supposed? What am I supposed to have my 2 black dads making out in front of you so you can approve their gayness, Vadim?
Yes.
Is that what it is?
Okay, so he doesn't say I was joking. These are obvious jokes. He's asserting this as fact, and he's doubling and tripling down, guys.
And then he posts a picture of my white dad. According to Jeremy, he also has this dad. I don't know. Maybe he has 3 dads. Someone makes sense to me. Now, this is one of my dads. All right?
This is the dad that died, and Jeremy decided to stream on that day. Rather than console his mother, rather than talk to his sisters, rather than be the man of the family and take up the mantle and responsibility and be a rock for those that are important to him, he was like, you know what? I got to stream. Look, if I leave in for one day, it's all over. Okay, sorry, Dad. I'll be sure to Photoshop pictures of ebony men sandwiching you around and making you the cream in our Oreo cookie thumbnail.
It's a man that would give you the shirt off his back. And so he also enjoys the company.
So that's a man that would give you the shirt off his back, but Jeremy didn't even take off a day of streaming for him.
2 other black men. Who are you, Vadim? Last, I want to point out that there is a way in which all of this could be true. Maybe his mom divorced his white dad, and they both went on to marry 2 POCs. This is the only way it can work. Why are you that worried about?
So this guy is like, even this guy, one of Jeremy's critics, is giving him the benefit of the doubt and saying, well, this is Jeremy's real dad. Maybe in the past he got divorced, and then they decided to live this alternative lifestyle as a triple interracial homo couple. And then instead of Jeremy saying it was just a joke, I was just joking, he says, why is it any of your business? What the fuck?
About my dad's, Vadim. Let me tell you something, man. My family is none of your business.
So stop talking about it. Stop using it as a defense. What the hell is wrong with you?
It's really shocking to see how openly phobic you are. Hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.
He's so mad even in the outro.
So at least Jeremy was somewhat coherent in that video, guys. What do you think? I mean, there it is, guys. I mean, would you have believed me that all the way back in like 2020, Jeremy was pulling this scam to deflect criticism away from himself and throw his own father under the bus?
I mean, I'm still flabbergasted that he actually photoshopped his dad shooting these men with like some watery substance out of his bubble gun. Like Jeremy, like this is before Grok, this is before AI. Jeremy went in and personally added all of these beads of water dropping down these chocolate men. Okay. He went and searched for 2 muscular men, black. Then he photoshopped his dad misting them and making them sweaty. How long did he spend on this thumbnail? Was Jeremy looking like this himself when he was doing it? Doom Studios with a £2 says, only DC related film I'm excited for is Clayface. I'm cautiously optimistic for Clayface based on the success of Penguin. I think that like taking like these weird sort of angles is a good idea. Surprised they didn't do it better with Supergirl though.
Was pulling this scam to deflect criticism away from himself and throw his own father under the bus. And how many, if you were to confront him with this today, he would probably say, oh, it was just a joke. I was just joking. Well, why'd you delete all the tweets then? And why did you make a video, seething about it? We have the receipts. He claimed this maybe dozens of times. We don't know because he purged his entire Twitter back then. So it's quite disturbing. And
bit funny in it.
I mean, let me know what you think of it. There's still grifts left to be uncovered, guys.
It's a never-ending grift. It's just going to keep going and going, and people are going to keep making fun of Jeremy over and over and over again. Oh my goodness, it's past midnight already. Oh dear, dear, dear. All right, chat. I think that's it for us today. I got to go back and edit my Salamander videos, and I'll post those in the Discord later. Well, I mean, I'll post a link to it there. I think I'm getting Jed out again. We might. I mean, we're going to keep covering Jeremy, but maybe on like a semi-frequent basis. I don't think I can do it every show. I'm just getting annoyed because he's just like so boring and so cringe and so Reddit. But we'll see over the weekend. We might do a gaming stream, but I might be busy because I'm also working. He's tapping out. Why don't you stream, Sean? And I watch you for a change. Well, actually, I was watching this morning. I was just on silent mode though. Put them on X since you're monetized. I mean, I already did. I already put a bunch of Salamander videos on. I mean, I'm going to make like a. Never mind. I'm just going to do my stuff. Maybe a gaming stream this weekend, but if the typhoons hit me at the same time, like see Jeremy's father here, like that's like me, and these 2 black guys is the typhoons. That's what's happening to me right now. Is I'm getting rammed by 2 typhoons, like Jeremy's dead father, who he didn't even attend his death. Anyway, you know what I mean. Maybe streams tomorrow, maybe not. We'll see. We'll see what's going. Maybe dinos, maybe. I'm not sure. Because I need to go film a new video. Cooking stream? Yeah, maybe cooking stream. Who knows? I want to go to the slums of Japan, Nishinari, the island sector, and I'm going to go film a video. I'm going to live a life in the poor place and see what it's like. Because that's where I'm going to belong one day, right? Anyway, that's enough jibber jabbing. Did we hit the goal? I'm pretty sure we hit the goal. We hit the goal, which means you get some tax-free as the intro out. Have a good weekend, chat. We'll be back at some point. I don't think there's anyone to restream to, so peace.
Did you hear me? It is tax-free. My Zammies, my hookers, my super chats too. Hit that button, because every single super chat I got it tax-free. Tax.
We cancel this super chat to say that Shadow 1869 gifted 5 subs. Let's go.
Did you hear me? It is tax-free. My Zammies, my hookers, my super chats too. Hit that button, because every single super chat I got it tax-free. Tax-free. Take out your pill bottles, shake your pills, because it's gonna be tax-free. 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 Tell your wiggers that we got it tax-free in my little tin shack. Cats flying in tornadoes. Gun flopping up and down. Let's get the guns out. Gun, 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 gun. Shake it around when it's tax-free. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. It's a tip, so it's tax-free. But wiggle, you best not fold the bullshit, because these super chats, they all tax-free. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Yo, Faith, don't make me say it. Squeeze. Child support, Faith, it's tax-free. Compass Sneed, cause it's tax-free. That's right, bitch. Now kiss my Gucci hat, I said kiss it. It's authentic, bitch. It's time to gun out. Shake your gun like you mean it. Whee! Wiggle, wiggle. Welcome to the kill stream. This song. Wiggle, wiggle. What you mean I'm drunk? I'm sober, bitch. Get the fuck out of here. Maybe one more. So take out your pill bottles and shake your pills, and wiggle, 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 wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. It's a tip, so it's tax-free. But wiggle.